lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay.
But the first suggestion we are going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So, audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles
Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here!
Have a nine shoes. Nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doopa-dee-dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XP karaoke notion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My god, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
no! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go. I did a little picture of us all earlier. Doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin.
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, shouldn't it? Because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs, and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So class, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay.
But the first suggestion we are going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So, audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here!
Have a nine shoes. Nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa
Oompa loompa doopa-dee-dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XP karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go.
I did a little picture of us all earlier. Doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin! Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So Chris, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here!
Have a nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doopa-dee-dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XP karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
there you go.
I did a little picture of us all earlier. Doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin! Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. to be live. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So Chris, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want.
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show.
Go! Hello. Always one of the words come up on the screen like that. There we go, press the button by mistake. So hello there everyone out there in internet land. The first thing you need to do is let us know if we can be heard. So everyone give a big hello again.
Hello!
Yeah, I think you can be heard. So, let's do the introductions. But first, if you are watching this and you can see on the screen at the bottom, it says the suggestion box and it's asking you for suggestions of a profession. So, if you can type some professions into the comment section, whichever platform you're watching on, we will use them to inspire our opening game. So, with that, let's get on with things. This is the Extreme Improv XStreamed show. This is the first week, technically, of the Extreme Improv XStreamed World Championship festival that we're doing here in 2020 in August. So the rest of this month after this week is going to get very, very crazy, because next week we have the Extreme Improv XStreamed World Championship tournament, which will be running every single night of the week for 7 days, and it's going to be much like this. So this is like the last evening preview of what the show may be like. And let's meet the performers tonight, starting with Danny.
Hello, I'm Danny. I'm from the Portsmouth Improv Experience. I probably didn't say that very clearly. Hello.
Didn't understand a word of it. Speaking of people whose words I never understand, Ruth, say hello to the people.
Hi. I don't know that I'm so understandable.
Exactly.
That doesn't make any sense. Sorry?
Exactly. Okay, so starting to make quite a lot of sense is Dave Green.
Yes, hello, I'm Dave, and I really should have been given Ruth's introduction, let's face it.
Someone who I am going to give Ruth's introduction to is Diz. Hello, Ruth.
Oh, hello. Hello, Ruth. Yes, I'm Diz. I'm with Improv Chattanooga in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And hello.
Now, speaking of people in the United States, Ashley, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm not in the United States. I am just a...
Sorry, that is what I meant. But from being in a state to being in a car, Elkie, say hello to everyone.
Hello, I'm actually in the States. I'm coming to you from Florida.
Okay, and speaking of someone who flows when they ride, I don't know if that quite works, JJ, say hello to the people.
Hello from sunny Tunbridge Wells in the Garden of England, Kent. Hi, everyone.
Okay, and someone who is not in a garden right now, Kristin, say hello to the people.
Hey everyone, I'm not in the garden and I'm looking out onto a very bare courtyard, so it's very depressing.
Oh dear. And speaking of things that are depressing, welcome to the show! Hey. Woo! Okay, so we have some suggestions. Audience, if you're watching, if you haven't seen the show before, we will need lots of suggestions all the way throughout the show, because we've lost someone already. So we're going to need lots of suggestions that are going to inspire all of our scenes. I asked you for a suggestion of a profession, and we've got lots come through. Okay, let's look at this. This loads. Damien Smith on YouTube says, "Hi all." Hi, Damien. Hannah McGowan on Facebook says, "What a beautiful bunch of people." Let's just share that comment on screen, because I think that's something that should be seen.
Where's the bunch of people?
I know, right? So, there we go.
Beautiful bunch of coconuts.
I thought she was on vacation.
There we go. We've got that just about on screen somewhere. I shouldn't have moved that. Right, so let's have a look. We've got scuba instructor, homeopath, taxidermist. Taxidermist, I like that. So we're going to play our opening game. And it is going to be what is known as a duo verbatim. Duo verbatim. The way this works is we will have two performers performing a 45-second scene. After they have done a 45-second scene about taxidermy, then we are going to get another two performers who will try to recreate that scene as precisely as they can. So, starting us off, let's have... okay, so coming up in the festival next week, we're going to have the combination of Ashley and Elkie, and I'm all for trying them out with some stage time just to see if we're getting ourselves into something special here. So Ashley and Elkie, or Ashkey as they will be known, you guys can go first. If everyone else pulls their camera out, Ashley and Elkie, you are going to do a 45-second scene about taxidermy. And here you go.
Hi there. Is this Tay-Tay's taxidermy?
Yes, I'm Tay-Tay. How you doing?
Hi, I'm Mr. Smith, and this is Wiggles. And last week you stuffed and mounted him, but I'm still alive.
Okay, I don't think that's my fault, though. You brought him in already alive. Maybe he was sedated. What do you want me to do?
Well, the position that you've left him in is just so bland, and when he talks to me when I sleep, which he does, I get quite like, oh, he's standing. What positions would you recommend would be better for little Bernie?
And that is 45 seconds, so we'll never learn what those positions are. So, okay, in this game of duo verbatim, as we always do, we're now going to get another pair of players who are going to try to recreate Ashkey's original performance as precisely as they can. So, let's go for two guys in red shirts, which is most of them, but we will go for Diz and Dave, double D. So Diz and Dave, you will now have 45 seconds to recreate the original 45-second scene as performed by Ashkey just now. And here you go.
Oh, hello. Are you the Tay-Tay, the taxidermist?
Yes, I'm Tay-Tay.
Oh, thank goodness. The thing is, I came to you recently, and the fact is, well, you stuffed my friend here, and he's still alive.
Oh, my goodness. Mr. Wiggles, I didn't. You must have brought him in when he was still alive. Was he sedated or something? Was he perhaps... Go on.
Well, I'll try to. Well, the thing is that you seem to have stuffed in a very unusual and bland position. And when he talks to me at night, which he does, he tells me all sorts of very bad sort of things we'd like to hear.
Yes, I would love to hear.
And that is 45 seconds. Thank you so much there, Diz and Dave.
Oh no, sorry.
I love it when there was this instant battle of who's going to play that first character. The panic in Dave's voice, it was basically, no, it's me! Okay, so, next up, we will go to... let's go to JJ and Danny next. JJ and Danny. So, JJ and Danny, you will have 45 seconds to recreate the scene as performed by Diz and Dave. That was a recreation of Ashkey's original performance. And here you go.
Oh, hi. Is this taxidermist?
Tay-Tay, yeah.
I brought Biggles here to see you last week, and you stuffed him something?
Oh, yeah, Wiggles. Yeah, I remember. I got one as well.
That's cool. Well, what did you do
What's
to
the
him?
problem?
You kind of stuffed him. You left him in a very bland position.
A bland position?
Yeah, apparently.
Tell me more.
Well, he's just not been the same ever since. Every time I lay in bed with him and he tells me, and he does tell me, what about things you do?
Well, I mean, we should look at those positions because...
And that is 45 seconds. Well done. So, next up, we are going to have Kristin and Ruth. Kristin and Ruth, you will have 45 seconds to recreate Danny and JJ's recreation of Double D's recreation of Ashki's original duologue. And here you go.
Wiggles! You stuffed him last week and he was still alive. What did you do? Look at the bland position. He's just sitting. He's a unicorn.
A bland position? Well, we'll have to sort something out about that.
Yeah, what you gonna do about it?
Well, you brought him in, and did you say he's still alive?
Well, he was, but not anymore. I mean, you stuffed him.
Well, there you go.
I mean, he's better now. He's not as annoying, but what about the bland position? I mean, look at it. His head is way too big as well.
Okay, well, shall we just squash the head down into the legs?
And that is 45 seconds. So, we're now going to take things full circle. Audience, I just want to point out that I've changed what we're looking for in the suggestion box. Now I would like you to type into the comment section something that scares you. Something that scares you. But... as I said, we're going to take things full circle. So, Ashki are going to have 45 seconds to recreate Ruth and Kristin's recreation of JJ and Danny's recreation of Double D's recreation of Ashki's own original duologue. So, audience, as soon as Elkie and Ashley have done this final recreation, it will be voting time where you can vote for which pair you felt did the best recreation of what came before. Wait until you've seen Ashki, and here they go.
There you go.
Hey, you did something to him, and he's still alive last week. Look.
Okay. Seems to be the problem.
But look at him. His head is too big. What happened? It wasn't like that before.
Is he still alive?
Yes, he talks to me, and he does talk to me.
Well, it is what it is. It is what it is.
What does that mean?
Try putting its head up itself.
Okay, and that's on that note, we will say that is time. Audience, oh my god, I just broke the stream. Right, audience, I'm just going to change it so that so it's voting time in the voting box. So please put the name of the pair who you felt did the best recreation of what came before. If you felt it was Elkie and Ashley just then vote Ashki or Elkie and Ashley. If you felt it was Ruth and Kristin, then vote Ruth and Kristin. If you felt it was Danny and JJ, put Danny and JJ. And if you felt it was Diz and Dave, put Diz and Dave. I just broke something, like I said. I've got a armrest which I fitted up and it keeps falling off. So I lost my mouse as well. So, I know, right? Like, I've lost you guys as well. You still there?
We're here.
Yeah.
Okay, damn it. Right, I just literally switched everything off for a second. Okay, you're still here. Everything is good in the world. So, audience, whilst you're getting those votes in, I'm just going to take a brief moment to remind everyone that we have another show tomorrow at 12 PM, which is our Friday matinee show. So if you want to see the final Extreme Improv XStreamed show before next week's tournament, the World Championship, do make sure you check out things tomorrow. So let's have a look. All of you performed. Who do I think did the best recreation of what came before? Now, I think I am going to go for Danny and JJ. I felt that was the closest recreation to what was there before. I'm not saying it was the best, but it was definitely the closest. So, let's have a look what we've got in the comments section. There might still be a few votes coming through. Audience, as always, get your votes in quick just to help the time delay. So, let's have a look what other comments we've got, because we've got loads of comments. We've got loads of comments along the way. Asad Khan, when I asked for something that scares him, he said, something that scares me, Extreme Improv World Championship. Asad will be competing next week. There's nothing to be afraid of. Okay, let's have a look. Asad also says, Elkie is everywhere. First Jay Suko, now Extreme Improv. So if anyone hasn't seen that, check that out. I'm sure... where can they find that, Elkie?
On my Facebook page, Elkie TV.
There you go. And let's see what else we've got. So we've got some votes. So Ashkey gets the first vote from Sparky TV, 14 on Twitch. Ashkey wins, says Tim Clark on Facebook. Damien Smith says Diz and Dave, which is a bit like Dick and Dom, if anyone knows that reference. Nancy says Ashkey, putting them 3-1 in the lead. Elkie and Ashley says Max. I vote D&D, Dungeons and Davids, says Asad. Ashley and Elkie says Jane. Ashkey says Nina. Danny and JJ says Janie. Elkie and Ashley says Sophie J. So, Ashkey, you win that round. Well done there. Now, audience, I asked you previously for a suggestion of a fear, and you've been absolutely spectacular putting those in. So we're gonna change things up. I'm gonna ask you for a famous movie. Please put suggestions of famous movies, and we'll use that for in a game or two's time. But for now, we are going to play Single Syllable Showdown. The way this game works is that there will be 2 performers in the scene at any one time. Everything the performers say has to be single syllable words. So, for example, they can say hi, but they cannot say hello. They can say Dave, but they cannot say David, because it's got more than one syllable. A couple of other rules is that they are not allowed to hesitate, and they are not allowed to hesitate for too long, and they're not allowed to have what we'd call a circular conversation. A new rule, which I've literally just added a tiny bit too late to include in this book, is that if anyone is doing too well, love it guys, if anyone is doing too well, then I will eliminate them with a pat on the back, but they haven't lost, they're just not giving anyone else a chance. Right, so let's see what this is going to be about. I asked you for suggestions of things that scare you. Balloons going bang, says Nina. Let's see what else there is. Parachute jumps, says Damien. Spiders, says Sparky. Something that scares Nancy Appleby. Commitment. Well, we're here to help you, Nancy. We're here to help. Tim Clark says monogamy. So, this is interesting. Right, let's have a look. We are going to go, well, let's commitment and monogamy. Let's say that is the theme here. A spicy theme for this single syllable showdown. Perhaps won't be single for very much longer. Elkie, were you just flashing everyone your thighs? No idea what just happened.
Turning my camera.
That's what they all say. So, okay, we are going to start off with Dave and Diz. Oh, you were just a team. No, not you, Diz. Dave and Ruth. Dave and Ruth. Single syllable showdown. Scene about monogamy and commitment. And here you go. Kristin, you can't get in on this relationship here, so sorry. Right. You take out your camera in a moment.
I'm not for monogamy, you know?
There you go. And take it away.
Yeah, why can't she be in this too?
You know why.
Do I now?
Yes, we talked last night, and you said you knew.
I know I knew, but I'm not sure I know now.
Why? What's changed?
My brain is bad. You know this.
How can we fix it?
Was that noise you?
No. Is there...
Is that why you don't share the bed?
No, is she here?
Who is out there?
I want to be with one man, not lots.
But one man is so dull.
If the man is you...
Yes, I am quite dull.
Yes, not all the time.
What of more girls?
I don't want to be with more girls.
You don't want to do much, do you?
That's not true.
Well,
I do loads. We do loads.
We did
Lots
loads.
of things.
Circular conversation warning. Last warning here.
What if I took you to town to find new peeps?
Fine. If they're there.
Where
Good
else
one.
would they be?
I want to see.
And that's a hesitation. Ruth, you're out. Told you it's going to be cruel. Okay, so can we have Kristin in? Come and join where you once were.
Ah, you are here.
I am. I like you.
Where did you go?
I have been here.
You watched us in the dark?
I did.
Are you...
Do you like it?
I like it a lot. But what do you like?
Sorry?
Oh, Dave! You caught her out. Sorry is 2 syllables, Kristin. If you step out, let's bring Danny in.
Ooh, a man now.
Hi, love. How are you?
Have you done this in the past?
No, I have not. This is new to me, and I am a bit vexed.
Do you mind if I wear the ring?
As long as I can wear the pants.
Stay on when I am in this.
I say pants in the term that's used over there.
Oh, over. Okay, can we have Elke in, please?
Yes, you can.
Ooh, in the car.
I am. I like it in the car.
Do you find peeps come to watch through the glass?
Of course. I love it.
Do they wear masks?
They do.
Do you mind them?
Not at all.
They don't put you off.
I ask that they do it more.
You are my kind of girl.
Am I now?
You bet. Now, where can we do this where we'll get watched by loads?
On the floor?
So the ground is best.
Yes. The hard ground.
What if... What if it rains?
I love it in the rain as well.
So you don't mind if the hard ground gets more wet?
Not at all. Let me ask you this. Do you smoke?
What type of thing do you want me to smoke?
I don't know.
Well, there's much choice. I could smoke cigs. That you get.
What? Do we speak of the thing?
I find how we speak can change on where you are in the world.
That is true. I'm a freak.
Are you now?
You couldn't tell?
I'm quite dull.
Oh, that couldn't. Okay, Elkie, you're eliminated. Dave, you are excused with a pat on the back. Let's bring... I'm sorry. I was enjoying your smut a bit too much. Let's have Ashley and JJ in.
So, sir, you've been caught. You do big sex on hard ground. How do you plead?
You speak weird. Who are you?
Why, thank you. I am Judge Balls, and I'm from the Crown Court.
A judge?
Yes, a
law
judge. Well, I have to tell you that a dove saw you, and the dove is not well.
The dove is dead.
Why?
He will not speak.
It won't. I think its soul died.
Its soul and all is dead.
Why, yes, sir. And it wasn't... I said wasn't.
Oh, and you are out, and I was definitely paying attention to that. So, who hasn't been in? Anyone? Diz, you can come in.
Diz was. Hey, man.
I am the postman. I have a blow-up doll here for Dave. Are you Dave?
No. I'm George.
Where can I find Dave, George?
Dave George?
No, George. Where can I find Dave?
This is weird. I don't know Dave.
This is weird. Dave is the one that sent for this blow-up doll.
What's the name of the blow-up doll?
Also Dave.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Very nice.
Scare. Damn it.
Scary.
Okay, and on that note, I just about got this on. So,
That's even worse.
there is a story to this, which isn't what you think.
No.
There is a story.
There's no story to that.
Is it
You're
a
right.
Disney story?
No, it's not. It's before 9 o'clock.
It's Frozen.
Oh dear.
So unhappy.
Okay, I'm back. If my
that's
girlfriend
worse.
Rachel is watching this, I apologise. But my sister Sarah gave me that mask as a present, and I've never had an
That's
opportunity to
worse.
wear it.
Sister.
No, I have never had an opportunity to wear it. So Diz, I thank you for that.
You're so welcome.
Quite glad about that.
Can help.
Oh dear. Right. Okay. So we lost people.
Everyone's gone.
Is there gonna just the audience? Just the audience.
Just the
Plus the
audience.
audience as well.
Just the audience.
Okay.
There's not
So
gonna be any voting on that, is there, Dave?
there's no
I
voting
think
on
we're
that.
all winners. We're all
Right.
winners
Okay.
there.
So.
Kind of.
Right, we are going to move on to our next game, and our next game is going to be 1 Minute Remake. Right, so I was trying to be hyped about it. Right, the way this works is, audience, I asked you for suggestions of well-known movies. Nancy Appleby says, I have no words. And Assad says, David, you look so beautiful. I'll take that. Let's go on to 1 Minute Remake. I'm going to change up what we're asking for in the suggestion box just to prepare for the next game. And I will ask for a crime you would like to commit. Audience, please give suggestions of crimes you would like to commit. But for now, we're going to do 1 Minute Remake. The way this works is we're going to do this in threes, just because otherwise it's going to be too confusing for the audience to keep track of everything. But we will have 3 performers recreate movies in 1 minute, and then at the end you can vote for who you felt did the best recreation. So going first, we are going to have Ruth, Ashley and Kristin. Ruth, Ashley and Kristin. The way this works, audience, is I will give, first of all, Ruth. Ruth, you will have 1 minute on your own to recreate the entire film, whether you've seen it or not. So if nothing else, you'll have the title to go by. You have 1 minute to recreate the film Big, as suggested by Katie Gibson in the comments on Facebook. You will have 1 minute to recreate the movie Big, and I don't just mean like a single scene or a single character. You're going to be recreating the entire movie, from beginning, middle and end, the entire plot, all of the characters, all of the famous moments. And so I'm going to spotlight your video, and here you go.
This wonderful machine. I want to know what it does. You made a wish. You make a wish. I want to be big. And I better go to bed though, because I'm really tired. I don't understand. What's going on? Oh, no, Mum, I live here. It's my home. Oh, right, okay. Well, I'm going to go to the toy store. I don't know why, but I am. And I'm going to make some toys. I'm going to be a very important person here. I'm going to play on this piano thing on the floor because I can make lots of music. And look, the man who owns the company, he likes it doing it too. We all like doing it. But I quite like that lady. I think I might try and go out with her, but she treats me differently.
Oh, and that is 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. So, that is 1 minute there. So, next up, we will come to Ashley. Ashley, let's find a movie for you. We have Love Actually. You will have 1 minute to recreate Love Actually from beginning to end. And here you go.
It's my wedding day, and I'm sort of Keira Knightley, and in the sort of next scene I'll be wearing a sort of beret. Hello, I'm Alan Rickman, and I'm cheating on Emma Watson. Joni Mitchell background. Liam Nation, I think I like a girl. Is it a girl? You can like be dating a guy if you want to. It's a girl. I'm going to chase her through an airport. I wouldn't recommend... Oh, look, a model whose name I've forgotten. That's lovely, isn't it? Knock on... Tell him it's Carol Singers. No, don't tell him to F off. Tell him it's Carol Singers. Words. Love me, but don't have to love me. Make me feel guilty. Oh, lovely, but I'm Keira Knightley and I'm Bosby. I'm top stagger in England. I'm going to go to America. Hello, ladies. Bottle. Up the apples and pears. Lovely, lovely.
And there you go. That is 1 minute. Well done. So, lastly in this round, we are going to have Kristin. We're going to have Kristin. Let's find a movie for you. You are going to have 1 minute to remake Titanic. You're going to have 1 minute to remake the entirety of Titanic. And here you go.
Well, I am this very, very posh lady, but I hate my mother and I hate my life, and I wish somebody would come and rescue me from it. Hi, I'm sort of this guy. I have no money. I just won this ticket and a thing, and we are on this boat. Why don't you, I just saved your life. Why don't you come and stand on the boat with me like this? Oh, this is lovely. I trust you, Jack. I trust you too. Why don't we go and have steamy... Oh, no, wait, I'm a lady. I can't do it. So I'm just going to, push you away, but I also really like you. And then, oh my God, I'm going to ask you to paint me nude because you're an artist, and why wouldn't I? And oh my God, I have this very expensive necklace, and oh my God, now we need to run because my fiance is finding us, and oh my God, there was a freaking iceberg, and now everybody's dying, and we're trying to get off this ship, and I will never leave you, Jack, never. You have to leave me. No, I will never leave you. And I'm gonna go. Oh no!
Oh, and that is 1 minute. So, audience, it is now voting time. Please put your votes into the comments section of who do you vote for there. Who do you think did the best recreation of, not of what came before, of the movie they were said to do? Who did the best remake of the movie? Was it Kristin just then doing Titanic? Was it Ashley doing Love Actually? Or was it Ruth doing a big impression of Tom Hanks? Put your votes into the comments and let's find out. First of all, Diz, who do you think did the best remake?
I think that Kristin kind of nailed. I've never seen Love Actually, so although it seemed very passionate and well delivered, I think Kristin did the best recreation of her movie there.
Okay, Elkie, who would you give that one to?
I'd say all of them really did a good job. Can't pick.
Okay, Dave.
I think Ashley did the best one for me, even though he made Love Actually sound like a really good movie, which is not.
Okay, and JJ?
Yes, nice one, Dave. I thought Kristin was brilliant, a really good summary of a topsy-turvy film. I think it's a shame Ashley didn't get to the denouement of Love Actually, which is the only interesting part of that film. I'm with Dave on that one, just because it's Hugh Grant and there's a doorway and it's East End and it's a load of bollocks. So, Ruth did a great job as well, but I'm going to just go with Ashley on this one.
And Danny.
I just want to say they all did a good job as well. So choosing between them was hard. I think I'm gonna have to give it to Kristin though, purely because Ashley didn't dip his in yogurt and cover it in chocolate burns.
Okie dokie, let's go over to the comments section, and Sophie J has said Ashley. Assad Khan says, I vote Kristin because she covered almost everything except for, you bastard! Oh, don't know why it's got an O at the end. Right, but anyway. Max says Ashley. Nancy says Ashley. Janie says Kristin. Sparky says Ashley. Jane says Kristin. Nina says Ashley. Styles Clash says Titanic. Wob Wob Rob says Ashley on Twitch. Let's have a look. Battlecat says Ashley. Styles Clash says love it. Katie Gibson says amazing. Not sure who was that in reference to. Where do our votes lie? It looks like Ashley is holding up fingers, and that is all it takes to win in this game. So, Ashley, you win. So, let's do another quick round of this. And when I say quick round, it'll be 3 minutes of it. So, let's have next up JJ, Elkie. Oh God, I can't. Everyone jumps off the screen. I don't know who's there. JJ, Elkie, and Danny. JJ, Elkie, and Danny. JJ, you can go first. Audience, we may need. I don't think we will need another thing. Let's change up what we're asking for in the suggestion box. What was I asking for? A crime?
Crime they'd like to commit.
Yeah. Okay. So, JJ, you can go first. And can you? Scroll up. Where are the films? Can you recreate the film The Rock? Can you recreate the film The Rock? Okay. And here, your face tells me that you really love this film. And here, you
okay.
Go.
I got this part, and it's not a normal part for me, Nicolas Cage. It's about a rock and shooting, and it's like Alcatraz. I think it's Alcatraz. I'm not sure, because I'm Nicolas Cage, and I kind of, don't care about what parts I get cast in. But I'm going to shoot someone on a rock. It could be a prison, or could be not. I'm not sure. I think there's chemicals involved as well. But also, I'm Nicolas Cage, and I just don't give a damn. As long as I, Nicolas Cage, on top of the list of the actors performing in any film I perform in, that's all I care about. Sean Connery, he did one, and that other guy did the rock thing in Alcatraz with the bird, called The Bird. Bird of Alcatraz. That was a good film, but not as good as The Rock. The Rock is really what it's about, and that's my current film. And the next film I do will be the next best film. So I am Nicolas Cage, in case I hadn't mentioned it.
Okay, and that is 1 minute. Thank you very much there, JJ. So,
Not seen it. Nothing.
Ah, great film. Okay, Danny, you will go next. You're going to have 1 minute to recreate Saving Private Ryan. Saving Private Ryan. And here you go. That's saving, not shaving. Right, ready?
Oh, damn. Okay.
Take it away.
Hi, I'm Tom Hanks, and I'm going to be enlisted in the army. I'm just going to go. I'm very nervous. Flying to Vietnam, just to clarify. All right, I'm here. Oh my gosh, it's war. Explosion. Where is our Private Ryan? Oh no, he's missing. We must save him. Oh, there's a lot of shooting, a lot of war. Ryan, there you are. We found you. I think he's dying. Come on, don't do this. You can pull through. Oh, and he's saved. There we are. Credits. Lots of credits. And blooper reel.
Blooper reel.
And at long last, those final 10 seconds did feel like they went a while, but that is that was Saving Private Ryan. So Elkie, you're going to have to go next. Do you know what? Just because you're in a car, I'm going to choose something for you. Could you recreate The Fast and the Furious? The Fast and the Furious. Okay, you were in a car. Let's see how you handle this one. And here you go.
Hey man, I am a police officer. I talk like a surfer guy, but I think I could go in there and talk to those guys. I could blend in. I love driving. I mean, it's foreshadowing how I die, but I'm gonna do it. All right, go it. The guy's name is Torino, I think. And you talk to him, you get in there. All right. Hey, Torino, I got a fast car. Can I race with you? Yeah, it's all about family. I almost beat you. Yeah, almost doesn't win. You didn't win. It's not about almost. It's about family. Hey, Letty, get over here. Pick out with me. Oh, man. Hey, that's cool. Hey, is that your sister over there? She's kind of cool.
And that is 1 minute. Well done. So, audience, it is now once again voting time. Who do you vote for there? Are you shaving Ryan's privates with Danny? Are you between The Rock and A Hard Place and voting for JJ? Or are you between The Rock and Vin Diesel and are voting for Elkie with The Fast and the Furious? So, put your votes into the comments, lickety-split, and then we'll get on to our final round of this game. So, whilst we're waiting for the votes to come through, first of all, I'm just going to quickly mention something that people out there, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, we're going to have a lot more of this coming up in the Extreme Improv XStreamed World Championship Festival this month. Now, as well as the tournament version of this show that we're going to be having next week, we're going to have lots and lots of guest acts throughout the entire month. So this is going to be improv companies from all around the world who will be doing their show here as part of the festival. And this is going to include such acts such as the Bromantic Duo with Asad Khan, who has been commenting in the comments tonight. It's going to include the Portsmouth Improv Experience with Danny over there. It's going to have acts such as Binge Watch, who are a group from the United States. It's going to have Improv Chattanooga from Diz way down there. It's going to have Ashki, as we mentioned earlier, and it's going to have loads of other cool acts. It's also going to have, we're going to have lots of workshops, which are all at good prices, but you can find out all of them at www.extremeimprov.co.uk/workshops. And there's lots of those. I'll tell you a little bit more about them later. But let's quickly find out how we'd vote. Dave, who would you vote for?
Well, I mean, obviously credit to Danny for including the often missed blooper reel at the end of Saving Private Ryan. But I think I will have to give it to Elkie, who actually taught me more about that movie than I'd ever known, because I've not seen the first one. So I think I know it now.
Okay, Ashley, who do you vote for?
I would vote for JJ if it was Nicolas Cage Q&A. He nailed it. Danny's British response to war, which is, oh gosh, a war. But it's going to have to be Elkie for embodying so much of Fast and Furious.
Okay, Diz?
Yeah, I've not seen any of those movies, so...
Excellent, Ruth!
Give it to Elkie.
Okay, I'm joking. Ruth?
I've seen all of those movies, and I'm not quite sure where Danny's war was, but I don't think it was quite the same as Saving Private Ryan. Elkie gets my vote.
Okay, and very quickly, Kristin, who do you go for?
So I was away and I missed a lot of that, but whoever did Private Ryan apparently actually did most of it and even got to the credits. So I think
amazing. Okay, so going to the comments, Max votes Elkie. Nancy on YouTube says Elkie gets my votes. Jane says Elkie. Janie says Danny. Battlecat says Elkie. Sparky TV says JJ. Styles Clash says Elkie. Nina says Elkie. Tim says Elkie. I think Elkie, you've definitely won it. But let's just have a couple of looks. We've got some other comments here. Wob Wob Rob says Danny because I didn't get much of the film, but it looks like his room is nice and tidy now. So that's something for you. Okay, and Assad says I vote Danny because good things happen when Danny gets off his chair, and great things happen when Danny picks up his goddamn chair. Right, okay, so I think Elkie won that though, so well done. And that leaves 3 left. It includes me and who else? Who hasn't had a go? Dave and Diz. Oh, 3D. We're going 3D here.
Oh, 3D.
So, I will go first. Can someone suggest a movie for me?
Up. Yeah,
Sorry?
Up.
Hub?
Okay. Up.
Oh, Up! Oh my god, I don't remember this. Okay, I'll give it a go. Right, okay, and here I go. Oh, hello there. Will you marry me? Oh, shall we grow old together? Oh, yes. Oh, how are you feeling? I'm dying. Oh, I'm so sad. It's just me and the dog, I think. And there's something about the birds. And, oh, look, I've got lots of balloons, but not like in a creepy way like in It. And now we're floating. Oh, and this is, look, the credits roll. Directed by someone from Pixar. Starring the voice of someone from Pixar. I wish I'd seen this film in the last 10 years. Oh, look, it's someone else from Pixar. Here comes some logos. Look, here comes the one with Pixar. Oh, look, here comes the Magical Kingdom. It's like you're in Disneyland. There's still 9 seconds left. I wish I'd watched this film. Oh, look, and here comes the blooper reel that they always put in it. Oh, she's dead. Ta-da! I'm not dead. Oh, you. And that's a minute. There you go. So, next up. I remember the beginning of the film literally, and that was it. So, let's go over to Diz. Let's find a movie for you, Diz. Diz, I would like you to do Ghostbusters. Diz, we would like you to do Ghostbusters. And here you go.
We got one at the library. Come on, Venkman, let's go. Oh, it was an apparition. It was an apparition. Alice, are you on your period right now? What kind of question is that? Back off, man. I'm a doctor. Oh, you know, this ectoplasmic containment system could really be something, Venkman, if we could sell it to the government. Yeah, but, you know, we'll get the money, and then let's buy a firehouse, and we'll work out of there, and we'll, let's get a ghost in the thing. Oh, that'll be $5,000. No, I won't pay it. We'll just put it right back. No, that's okay. We'll pay it. Oh, you know, Venkman, there's all kinds of weird, crazy ghosts going around the world right now. What's going on? I don't know. Hey, Stance, tell him about the Twinkie. What about the Twinkie? Oh, my God. Your girlfriend lives at Spook Central. Oh, my God. Okay, so let's go. Hey, Venkman, where do these stairs go? They go up. You're trying to get inside this body? Seems like you've got about 4 people there already. Oh, Rick Moranis is alive.
And that's 1 minute. Well done. Like it. So, that means last up, we're going to have Dave. Dave, could you recreate for us Hot Fuzz? I would like you to recreate Hot Fuzz, as suggested by Max. And here you go.
I'm a really good cop. We think you need to being too good. We need to send you somewhere else that there's not going to be quite as good a cop around. Okay, fine, whatever. I'll take this peace lily with me, shall I? Okay then. Right. Oh, hello there, Sergeant. Are you all right there? Oh, something going around here. All these youth people are suddenly disappearing. Why are these youth people disappearing? Why are they disappearing? Oh, we're going to be the best village in town, we are. Right, now you over there. You need to come with me. We're going to watch Bad Boys 2 and Point Break. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to show you why you need to really enjoy the police. There's a police officer in London. They shoot us things. No, there's no shooting whatsoever. Bang, 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 bang. Right, we need to get in this situation. This is turning into the Wicker Man sort of style situation. I better get out of here. Right, I better go to the petrol station. You know what? Let's see something at the petrol station and come in and go back. Right, I'm on a horse now. Okay, motherfuckers, you're all going to go down. Right, you over there. Oh, but I'm just a fun runner, aren't I? Ha ha ha. No, you're going into the model village. Shit.
And that is 1 minute. So, audience, who do you vote for here? Do you vote for Dave doing Hot Fuzz? Do you vote 1 up for me? I wouldn't. Or do you vote for Diz doing Ghostbusters? Put your votes into the comments. And Danny, give us your expert opinion since you're on the screen. Who would you vote for there?
Well, credit where credit's due, but if it didn't work for me, Dave, I don't know why you think it worked for you. the end for real. That said, I would probably say Dave's Hot Fuzz, I'd probably say gets my vote. If only he hadn't tripped and fell on his own shears.
Okay, Elkie, who would you vote for?
I think I go for the Hot Fuzz. He was really giving it blow by blow.
Thank you.
Okie dokes. Kristin, who would you vote for here?
I mean, I like the fact that you, David, forgot half of the film.
I think I've only actually seen the first 10 minutes, if I'm honest.
That's all I've seen.
I think I gotta give it to Diz with the Ghostbusters.
Okay, Ruth.
I really liked Diz, but Dave, Hot Fuzz is one of my favourite films, and I think you did it proud, so Dave would get my vote.
Okay, JJ?
Yeah, Dave as well. Great Nick Frost accent. Captured him perfectly. Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, good duo. And Hot Fuzz, great film. Zombie fun.
Okay, Ashley.
Loved all 3, and I was definitely, Hot Fuzz is one of my favourite films. But I wanted him to reenact kicking an old woman in the face. Is the only thing I'm missing.
Yeah.
See it. So I was going to go for Diz because of the amount of stuff, and he never stops talking once.
Right, let's go over to the comments. So Hannah McGowan says Dave. Max says Dave. Wob Rob says Diz. And says also Diz looks like a cool younger version of the dude from Up. So sorry, I don't know if that's good or not. I can't remember. Right, Assad says I vote for Dave because he is Hot Fuzz. Sophie J says Diz. Nina says Dave. Battlecat says Diz. Sparky TV says Diz. Jane says Diz. Nancy says Diz. Styles Clash says Diz. Janie says Dave. And let's have a look. And then Assad says thanks for the spoilers, I think. Right, so thanks for ruining Up for me, is the way I actually said. I do apologise. I think I ruined it for a lot of people tonight. So, who Dave, how many votes did you get?
75, Diz wins.
Diz, well done there. So, now we are going to go on to our next game. And as promised, we are going to try out a couple of new games. So, the first game we are going to play is called Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde. I asked the audience earlier if I can even find these suggestions. For suggestions of crimes they would like to commit. Hannah suggests wearing socks with flip-flops.
You found it?
You found it? There you go.
Page number, please. Page number.
What? 109, did you say? I don't know the page number. Okay, 109. Let's have a look.
Hang on, give me 10 minutes while I check it out on Kindle.
Okay. So 109. There we go. Jekyll and Hyde. You know what? And let's read a little bit of the book here because it's got these amazing MC intro scripts. So the next game we will be playing is called Jekyll and Hyde. Inspired by the works of Robert Louis Stevenson, the scene will see one character continually flip back and forth between two sides of their personality, one good and the other evil. Acting as the voice in their head, I will call either Jekyll or Hyde to signify the change between good and evil in their personality. So, having us play this, we are going to have Dave, Diz and Ruth. Dave, Diz and Ruth. And let's say, Dave, I'm going to be the voice in your head, and I will tell you either Jekyll if you are going to be good-natured, or Hyde if you are going to be bad-natured. So just as a tip for our performers, you don't actually have to do it as if you are Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's just to signify the change in your personality. So let's see. This is a scene about wearing socks with flip-flops. We're going to start that you say that you start as the good-natured Dr. Jekyll side of your personality, and here you go.
Hello there. I've just come in to buy a pair of sandals. I wondered if you'd be able to help me with a certain style of them.
What style are you looking for, sir?
I was kind of hoping you'd help me with that, because I'm not really sure what's in with the fashion. And sorry, my grandpa's in with me. Grandad, what do you think?
I think you should get some those open-toed sandals. So you get
Open-toed is very popular, and you will find that your feet are nicely airy in open-toed sandals.
I got diabetes. My toes are all swelled up.
Mr. Hyde!
Yes, but the thing is, they're all swelled up because of a concoction I cooked up in my laboratory, where I injected a certain serum into his feet to make them all puffed up.
Yeah, he takes care of me.
Right. It sounds like he is doing something to you.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Yes, of course. You might want a slightly less constricting.
No, the more constricting the better. The more pus will emit from his round toes.
I was going to suggest flip-flops because they're very airy.
And the problem is with flip-flops, I don't have any big toes. You see? Look, I don't have any.
That's right.
He took my big toes.
He hasn't got any more big toes because I've taken them down to the sewer.
Dr. Jekyll!
But the thing is that they were just causing him a lot of bother, you see, so I just had to sort of away, you
Pus
know?
everywhere, just...
Yeah.
That's not nice.
That's
not
why
nice.
you tightly bind the sock so that it doesn't escape, you know?
Oh, right. Daisy, socks and flip-flops are not a good combination.
Right, well, should we stick with the open-toe sandals then?
I think we better had.
Okay,
so
can I get taps on those? I'm a dancer.
Oh, of course. I'm sure we could arrange for the person. What do you call someone who does things with shoes?
The
cobbler.
Yes. Oh, well, it's all cobblers to me. But yes, taps on your sandals. Why not?
Absolutely. I mean, he was an original member of the back in the 80s. He was. So it's a very good thing for him to keep that going, you know.
Yeah, I was in the USO. I used to dance for the boys in the Falklands.
Mr. Hyde!
I took him to the USO. I brought him back out of there because he was having too much of a good time.
It was a blast.
He was used to a good old time. You see, I don't like when he has too much good times around him. I like a good time myself of a different variety, if you know what I mean.
Dr. Jekyll!
But of course, the USO was a very good thing for him. But it was just energetic for him.
I had some Union Jack pants that I would wear, and I would pull up to my nipples. And
Dr.
I would
Jekyll.
dance for the boys. I would have.
I mean, Mr. Hyde. Dr. Jekyll. I forget which you are.
Yes, indeed. And I would show his image to the Queen. Yes, and so the Queen and wonderful little audience with the Queen. I showed them a picture of him, my granddad, with his Union Jack pulled up to his nipples. And oh my gosh, he danced the dance of the wolves. I tell you, he was incredible.
Beautiful lady. I love making love to her. Was the highlight of my time in the USO.
Yes.
I beg your pardon, sir. You made love to our queen.
Oh, she's everybody's queen.
And guess what? I watched.
Dr. Jekyll.
Oh, he did.
Filmed it all on my lovely little reel. It's a lovely little home video, which I'm just keeping.
And scene. Well done there, guys. So, now we are going to go on to yet another new game. We are going to go on to the game called Lie Detector. We're going to go on to the game called Lie Detector. And in this scene, I would like there to be Ashley and Elkie. Ashley and Elkie, and one more, Danny. Ashley, Elkie, and Danny are going to be in this scene. Ashley, Elkie, and Danny. Don't worry, I'm going to explain to you what you guys are up to presently. So, once again, reading from the Extreme Improv Big Book of Improv Games, I would like you to imagine a world where you can't get away with lying. That every time you tell a lie, there would be a loud buzzer that reveals that you just spoke an untruth. This is something that everyone would be able to hear around you if ever you said something that was not true. This is the concept for the next game, which is called Lie Detector. In this challenge, our performers will create a scene where their characters are not allowed to lie. If they say anything I believe to be a lie, I will make a loud brrr buzzing sound, and the other players will be aware that they have been caught lying. They will then have to justify their lie or try and make an excuse for why they told an untruth. So, this is Lie Detector. Let's see what it's going to be about. It's going to be a scene. Let's see. The sink is blocked at work. So, we don't know what kind of work you were at. But this was suggested as a crime, to block the sink and turn on the tap in my boss's bathroom. So someone has done this. Someone has turned on the tap after blocking the sink at work. If ever I make a brrr buzzing sound, that will mean that whoever last spoke, what they said is absolutely a lie. Now, our performers won't necessarily know that what they're saying is going to be a lie. But if I make that buzzing sound, it means that what they've said is a lie. If I don't make that buzzing sound, what they say is the truth. And here you go.
Hello, I'm Detective Crapple from HR, and I have found that one of you two have clogged the sink to your boss's bathroom.
Well, it couldn't have been me. Hi, I'm Mrs. Honeydew, and I'm his little receptionist, and I've been busy doing my decoupage.
I'm Roger the cleaner. Well, that is to say that I'm the janitor, so I do more than cleaning. So I just feel like my job's, not that great. Well, I do like my job, but I just wish I had more to do. So I just want to.
Well, I gave you something to do, since you love cleaning up.
Well, Detective, I have to say to you that when I saw him earlier on, he had wet bottoms to his trousers. He was completely sodden from head to foot, is what I meant to say.
Head to foot, you say? Now, I didn't learn how to inspect at Harvard for nothing. I know that you are suspicious there, janitor, should I, what's your name, Janny?
I also heard that he's been sleeping with the boss's wife.
What now?
Well,
sleeping with the boss's wife?
Well,
hey, high five. She's hot.
I know, right?
Oh, high five. She has chlamydia.
I know, and that's why I was wet. I figured since there was a leak, and I thought I'd wash myself off with it, and that's where the Miss Honeydew, the loudmouth that she is, saw me, and that's why she said I was wet from head to toe. But
that's because you said you only loved me, janitor. That's because you said you only tolerate me in the bedroom, janitor. That's because you said that you like to care for my woes, janitor.
Well, I do like a bit of gossip in the office, I don't work the same hours as you. I've got to entertain myself somehow and keep myself up to date with what's happening.
But you said you were forever when we matched on Tinder.
Okay.
Well, I was catfishing you. I'm sorry.
All right. I'm going to stop you two right now. I'm going to ask that you leave because I need to further analyze what's going on.
Brr.
All right. I have to take a shit.
In that toilet? I just cleaned it.
Well, you said you like to clean, so what's more splatter? I don't...
But Detective, would you like me to help you? I have bought some lovely 5-ply toilet paper that's great for stuffing down the...
I'm going to stop you right there. You've been everywhere. I'd rather not. It seems like chlamydia's going around, and I don't want it.
What's the dose of the clap amongst friends?
We are not friends, sir. Ma'am. That mustache got me.
Okay, and scene. Well done, guys. Well done. Experimental new game there. Thank you guys for trying it out. The one thing I will say is, remember, this is not a game of new choice, so it's not replacing what was previously said. It's about justifying why you were caught within the lie. So, I believe we've got a couple of performers who haven't done a new game. Who is that? Give me a... JJ and Kristin. Let's keep it a three-hander. I won't be in it, so let's invite Diz back since you're there. Ruth, if you take out your camera. There we go. We're going to now play the game Self-Control. Self-Control. So, once again, reading from the Extreme Improv Big Book of Improv Games. Our next game...
What page, teacher? What page?
Oh, I'm just going to tell you. Don't worry, guys. Right, 157 if you want to read it. Okay, so... Our next game is called Self-Control. In this game, each player will be assigned an emotion, which they have to use as creatively as they can within the scene that they create. After the scene is done, the audience will get to vote on who they felt best used the emotion. Now, the tip I'll give you all is not just to, if you get anger, don't just scream and shout all the time. It's how you can use the emotion most creatively. So, let's see what this is going to be about. This is going to be a scene set at a zoo. It's a scene set at a zoo. Okay. Kristin, I'm going to give you the emotion of sadness. You have been assigned the emotion of sadness. Diz, I'm going to assign you the emotion of annoyance. You were annoyed at things. And JJ, I'm going to give you the emotion of love. So, use these emotions as creatively as you can in this scene set at the zoo. And here you go.
Oh my god, I love monkeys. Monkeys.
Yeah, they're great, aren't they?
For me, they are fabulous. They are nice.
Yeah, the best part is when they throw their poop at you. That's my favorite part, huh? Yeah. So glad you had us bring monkeys
I
in.
love your sense of humor. That's fabulous. Oh, you are lovely.
Sometimes like when they throw their poop at me.
Oh, darling.
It makes me feel like, I'm there.
I know. Oh, you're so strong. You're so brave.
No, she's not. That's stupid. What are you talking about? That's just...
Oh, stupid's a word you could use.
Why did I hire...
There are others.
Oh, now she's going to cry. Oh, I made you cry. I'm so sorry. God, it is so hard to run this zoo with you. Okay, you know what? Let's just regroup. We need to hire somebody. We need to hire somebody to...
Why don't we just get in a kind of huddle and just hug each other and just feel each other's spirit and just go with our feelings of love and support.
No, that's harassment. Making people
feel better. Can I hug you?
You can hug, definitely. Here we go.
Yeah, hug him. Yeah, definitely hug him.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go.
They're so
here
sweaty.
We go. Oh. Well, sweaty's one way of looking at it. Healthy's the other. So,
no, that's not healthy.
Hug.
Sorry, darling.
Can we do a group hug?
Group hug would be wonderful. Come on, Mr. Manager Dizzy Boy. Come on, here we go. Here we go. Come on. In we come.
Okay.
And breathe.
God, the smell.
Feel. That's good. That is good. The spirit is lifting. The fears are flowing.
Have you been spending time in the monkey cages? That's not what I'm paying you for.
Well, I have had a bit of an issue with the monkeys. They weren't kind of getting on that well, and I just mediated a bit and helped them find peace, which I think is important. Yeah.
AJ, I don't think dislikes me.
Oh, no.
Well,
No. Why wouldn't I like you?
No. Be fair, Diz does not like you. He loves you. And I think that is more important than liking. Liking comes and goes.
Absolutely the wrong message to send her.
Love is
No,
deep
there's
within
not.
Diz. Despite himself, he protests too much.
I protest
sexual harassment?
just enough. What?
You love me. Is that sexual harassment?
No, it's not sexual. I don't love you. I tolerate you. You're an employee.
He
That's
tolerates
all
you in a loving and caring way.
In a I will fire your ass kind of way if you don't find some way to clean up that monkey crap, okay?
Yeah.
That's
Okay, and well done. We will stop that one there. So, audience, it is now voting time. Who do you think made most creative use of their emotion that they were assigned in this scene? If you loved JJ, then vote for JJ. If you were really pissed off with Diz, then vote for Diz. And if you felt really blue, then vote for Kristin. Ruth, who would you vote for here?
I liked Dizzy's levels of annoyance. I thought they were really, really good. So my vote go for Diz.
Okie dokie. Danny, how would you vote this one?
I think they all did in their own way. I think they all used their emotions quite well, but I think mine's going to go to Diz.
Okay. Elkie, did I see you wipe away a tear then? Who are you voting for?
Oh, my eyes are... I'm confused. How come we didn't get voted on?
Wait, what was your game?
Games.
It's a different game. It wasn't a voting-based game. Could it be?
Oh,
Could it be?
Oh, I say JJ for the line. It's you say sweaty, I say healthy.
Okie dokie.
That was really good.
Dave.
I'll go for Kristin, actually. I think she was very even though she was the quieter of the performers, I think she actually was constantly going with the emotion throughout and reacting accordingly. So I'll go with Kristin.
Okay, and Ashley.
I was going to go for JJ because he made me imagine those kind of hippies that work in a random farm, loving everything.
Okay. So let's have a look at the comments. Regina Remula Cramond says, loved JJ. Looking good in red. Sophie J says, Kristin. Max says JJ. Wob Rob says JJ. Nina says Diz. Janie says Diz. Jane says Diz. Styles Clash says Diz.
Wow.
Assad says JJ. Battlecat says JJ.
Love conquers all.
Let's see. What are our votes currently at, guys?
JJ's ahead. I don't know how.
I think I'm ahead by 1 or 2.
Okay, let's just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's 5 for JJ. How many for Diz? Okay.
More than that.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for Diz. Couple for Kristin, so I'm going to give it a 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. JJ wins. Well done. Okay.
It's not meant to be a heart. Shit heart.
Yeah.
Shit heart.
Okay.
That is a great troop name. The shit
with
hearts.
that,
The shit hearts.
audience, I've changed up what we're going to be asking for in the suggestion box. We're going to come back to one of our regular games, a favourite. We're going to play Wrestlers shortly. So, audience, please put suggestions of unlikely names for professional wrestlers into the comment section. This could be a spin on a traditional wrestler's name, a traditional wrestler, Frank Gotch, who knows? Or an existing wrestler's name is what I mean. So instead of putting something like the the Rocket Owen Hart, you could put the Tractor, who knows, and that might be the name of the wrestler. Or you could just make up something like the Bin Men, or whatever you want. Please put some suggestions for unlikely wrestler names into the comments section. Have we lost someone on this stream?
No, Kristin.
Oh, okay. No, it's no worries. I just didn't know. So we're going to need a few of these to come through. Whilst we do that, I'll just remind our audience that we have a Friday matinee tomorrow at 12 p.m. UK time. And speaking of wrestlers, we should be having, I don't know if anyone's joining me this week, the Super Kick Mania Pro Wrestling podcast tomorrow. But we will get that in tomorrow afternoon. So, let's have a look. We've got some suggestions of characters coming through here. So, let's say that in this game, we are going to have Elkie, Ashley, Danny, and Dave. Elkie, Ashley, Danny, and Dave, if everyone else can take out their cameras. So, let's have a look. We're going to assign you some wrestling stage names, and then what the performers will have to do is they will have to talk some smack and say why they are going to win the main event and defeat their opponents based around their characteristics from their character name. Okay, so let's have a look here. As suggested by Wob Wob Rob, Dave, you are going to be Rick Tony Blair. You are going to be Rick Tony Blair. Danny, you're going to be the Underwearer. The Underwearer. Oh, actually, I'll allow this because we've got two similar suggestions. Assad Khan says the Underwear Taker, and Janie says the Underwearer. So you can be whichever version of that you want, the Underwearer or the Underwear Taker. Dave, you are going to be Rick Tony Blair. Okay, that one's not so great. Ashley, I would like you to be Hooker T. You are going to be Hooker T. And let's have a look here. Oh, and this will be fun. Elkie, I would like you to be Super Ashley Edwards. You are going to be Super Ashley Edwards. Where have you guys gone? Hang on, I think they're going to do they're doing costume changes. We all know this. So, whilst they are doing their costume changes, I'm going to forget what the characters are.
On standby.
Oh, amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Extreme Improv proudly presents to you Thursday night's main event here in the Gardens. And it is going to be an absolutely stonking main event matchup because we are going to have... Well, I'm only joined by one of them. What the hell is going on here? But we are joined now by Rick Tony Blair. Why are you going to win the championship tonight?
Hello, people of Britain and the world. I very much am going to win this fight because it's what I do. I win with a huge majority. I am the majority winning, Tory bashing, educating, Tony. I forgot my name again.
Okay, so that was Rick Tony Blair.
Tony Blair. Let me just say this. Thank you. I will just finish my thing. Just in closing, I will just say this: that I will wipe you all out quicker than the Labour Party went downhill last year. Thank you.
Okay, so next up, will we bring onto this episode of Talking Smack? Can we hear it for Hooker T?
What going on? What going on? You know I'm fit because I've been walking the streets, and you know I carry the extra weight, girl. I've been working the streets. You want some tea? Put it in your cup. Drink it. Sorry you're not going to be winning this fight, Tony. But you know what? I don't care for y'all. Cigarette butts I put in my ashtray. Now I'm going to go back to work.
Whoa, so that is some fighting talk there. But we'll see who will take that if we can now hear from the Underwearer.
I see London, I see France, I see Hooker T's underpants, and I've taken them from you like I will take the victory tonight, especially you, Rick Tony Blair. What the hell did you do? It looks worse than the stain in the back of here. I will clean you up. I will take you. I've already taken your underwear. I don't know why you checked that, because you didn't check your policies, and I am going to make sure you are wedgied so deep.
Wow, and there's going to be some skid marks tonight, no doubt, but not until we get Super Ashley Edwards.
Hello. I'm here, and I'm queer. I don't know about all of you, but I'm going to win. You should all just leave right now. Because I am Super Ashley Edwards. Yeah, that was the look of death. Have a laugh!
So, who do we think won this round? Audience, it is now voting time. Please put your votes if you are voting for Super Ashley Edwards. Then put Elkie or Super Ashley Edwards. If you are voting for Hooker T, then vote for Ashley if you can dig that, sucker. If you want to vote for the bravest man to show his underwear on a live stream, then vote for Danny the Underwearer. Or lastly, but not leastly, if you want to vote for Rick Tony Blair, vote for Dave or vote red. So, who do you vote for here? Get your votes into the comments section. Other performers, come on back. So, we're going to find out who they vote for. Audience, I'm just going to change things up. We might have one more game in between, but can we now start to get suggestions of characters from fiction or people from history, plus unusual things for them to do? We need characters from fiction or people from history, plus unusual things for them to do. We'll be using that for our finale game in a few minutes. But let's find out. First of all, Ruth, who do you vote for here?
I think a man who will put his underpants on his head.
That's Dave. Right, okay. So, that's a vote for Danny. JJ, who do you vote for?
Well, I thought Danny's impression of the Bay City Rollers was excellent, but I'm going to go with Tony. I forgot my name. If I'm not paid 20 grand, Blair.
Okie dokie. Kristin, just before the moon crashes into the earth, who do you vote for?
I think I gotta go with the underwear, just because, you know, it's great to put your underwear on your head every now and then.
Obviously, voice of experience. Diz, the voice of reason.
Me. Okay. I've only just met the normal Ashley Edwards, so I can't posit on how accurate Super Ashley Edwards was. But I do know Tony Blair, so I'm going to go with the underwear.
Okay.
Sorry, Dave. It's a labor bait and switch.
Ah, like it. So let's have a look at the comments. So Hannah McGowan on Facebook says Ashley. Let's highlight some of these comments. Sophie J says Elkie. Assad writes another little monologue for us. Let's have a look at it here. It says, as much as I would like to vote for Hooker T, there was a missed joke there. Sucker! So I vote for Underwear Taker just because it takes a lot of courage to show everyone your own underwear. If you want to see Assad's underwear, no, I'm joking. Right, okay. Max says Ashley. Nina says Dave. Janie says Danny. And then, I don't know what that says. SAE? Who was that?
Ashley Edwards.
Oh, Super Ashley Edwards, lol. Well, you've said that before, obviously, Ashley. Right, okay. And Nancy says Elkie, embodied Super Ashley Edwards. Regina says Ashley. Sparky TV says Hooker T, Ashley. Wob 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 says Hooker T. So, what are we doing in the votes, guys?
Booker T got it.
Hooker T wins. Well done, guys. Well done. So, with this, we are going to move on to our next game. We're going to do a penultimate game, and then we'll come on to our impressions. So, audience, I'm going to literally check my email right now, just because it may happen, it may not happen. I had organised that we would have one of our guest acts called Screenplay, who'll be doing an improvised play later in this month, would be joining after the show to do like a little podcast, a little discussion. But I don't know if they've received the Zoom link, and with time differences, who knows if they'll turn up. But stick around for the end of the show because they may be here. Other than that, let's go on to our next game, and we're going to do a very simple game of questions only. We're going to do questions only. The way this works is that there will be 2 performers in a scene at any one time, and everything the performers say must be a question. If they say anything that isn't a question, they will be eliminated and replaced in the scene. Additionally, if they pause for too long, or if they have what we'd call a circular conversation, once again, they will be eliminated from the scene, and once again, I will tap some people out of the scene if they're doing far too well. So let's have a look what this may be about. I'm just going to scroll up and see whatever comment I can to inspire the scene. A giant... It says a giant spire, but I assume they mean giant spider, just from the spelling. So a giant spider, as suggested by Sparky TV 14 earlier in the evening. This will be a scene about a giant spider. Let's have a look now. So audience, once again, just as we're playing this game, put into the comment section characters from fiction or people from history, plus unusual things for them to do. Starting us off, we are going to have Elkie and JJ. Elkie and JJ. There is a giant spider. Everything you say must be a question. And here you go.
Did you see it? Did you see it?
Am I asking you the same question?
Aren't we asking each other the same question?
Circular conversation warning.
Why am I here?
Does it have 8 legs?
Is it missing one, though?
Does it have 7? Oh, 9?
Oh, I'm going to say that wasn't quite a question there. It was more as a statement reacting to what we see. I'm sorry, JJ. Right, so let's bring Danny in.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's not a question. No, I won't be that cruel. In between scenes, go on.
How you gonna do me like that?
What happened?
Did you not see that huge spider in the corner?
That thing was a spider?
Did you see the name tag around its neck?
It was wearing a name tag? Wasn't that your name tag?
Am I missing my name tag?
Have you checked for it?
Is it not in my locker where I always?
Is it possible that thing has stolen your identity?
Oh my god, is it lifting weights right now?
Am I missing one?
Oh my god, is it looking at me?
Oh, how many eyes does that thing have?
You want me to look at that again?
Why do I have to look at it?
Why do I have to look at it?
Oh, I'm going to say that's the second circular conversation warning I've given Elkie. You're out for throwing the same question back. Let's have Diz in, please.
Did somebody here report a giant spider?
Are you the exterminator?
Aren't I dressed like an exterminator?
Is that what they dress like?
What do you think an exterminator's supposed to dress like?
Can we please get back to the matter on hand?
Where's the spider?
Wasn't it over there?
Didn't you put it in a glass before I got here?
Did you not hear it break the glass as you come in?
Are you high?
Have you found my weed stash?
This?
What are you doing with it?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Can I have it back, please?
Do you have some other way to pay?
Do you know what? I've just been deliberating. Wouldn't you like to know? Wasn't really said as a question. It was more of a statement. I'm going to be cruel here, guys. So, it wasn't really a question. It was more, wouldn't you like... I'm not going to allow it. Right, sorry, dears. Got to be cruel. Got to be cruel. Let's have Dave in, please.
Do you want my cat to try and eat it?
How many cats do you have?
Is 14 too many?
Do you not have any more?
Shall we talk more about the spider?
Can we?
Pardon?
Can we talk more about the spider?
Do you think it enjoys vacations?
Does it have the money for a vacation?
Do you think it needs money when it can throw webs?
Where is my wallet?
Is this it?
How did it get there?
Don't you realise I'm a member of the Magic Circle?
Did you send that spider to steal my wallet?
Do you want me to be truthful?
Are you capable?
What do you mean by that?
Aren't you known for being so ruthless and malicious?
Did you recognise me without my mask?
Why didn't you wear it?
Don't you know I don't obey rules of government?
Shall I call the police?
Do you know the number?
They have a number.
Doesn't everyone have a number?
Can I not just scream out my window for the police to come?
Do you think you could do that before I rip out your vocal cords?
Are you serious?
Have you ever known me to be joking?
Oh, that's a hesitation, Danny. I'm going to be cruel once again. I will join in now, since I'm here and I've broken something. Are you Dr. Octopus?
Do you not recognise my profile?
Do you recognise me?
Are you the one-armed man?
What makes you think that?
Do you think your lack of a second arm is a giveaway?
Have you ever been bitten by a radioactive spider?
Is the bite mark that obvious?
Who are you?
Don't you wish I knew?
Can I be honest?
Are you capable of that?
Are you just trying to be offensive now?
Do you realise I just repeated a question that Danny said earlier?
Which question was that?
Do you really want to know?
What are you talking about?
Don't you realise I've got multiple things going through my head these days?
Is my spider sense tingling?
Is that what that is?
Can you smell it?
I think it's the smell I'm most worried about.
What are you most worried about?
Don't you realise there's 8 of them?
I didn't know you could see them. Okay, I'm out. Who hasn't been in?
Ashley.
Ashley, come on in.
Do you like my 7 legs and name badge?
Where did your 8th leg go?
Would you like to see me excited and see it?
Is that something you think I ought to see?
Doesn't everybody want to see the 8th wonder of the world?
Don't you realise I have innocent eyes?
Do you want them scarred?
Well, you
Oh, and you're out. Is that everyone?
No! Me?
Okay, come on in, Kristin.
What's going on?
Did you not hear the 7 players that were on before me?
Why are there so many cats here?
Did you not see the cat man who has 14 cats?
What do you mean?
Did you not see the man who lost their name badge?
Where did they go?
Did you not see the compare deleting them from the game?
Are you a massive spider?
Do you know what a fourth wall break is?
Is your name Aragog from the Harry Potter books?
How did you know?
Would you show me your babies?
Which ones?
Why don't you show me all of them?
Do you want to see the ones I had with Uma Thurman?
Is that a question? Why don't you show me all of them?
Oh, you're out. You're right. Okay, so is that everyone, or was Ruth not in yet? Take it away, Ruth.
Can I come in, please?
Why do you want to come into this rigmarole?
Isn't this where the big spider is?
Have you seen the spider run?
How does it run?
Have you seen Forrest Gump?
Why would I see Forrest Gump?
Okay, and well done, guys. Everyone come on back. Excellent stuff. So, audience, we're going to move on to our finale game now, which is going to be an impression battle royale. Just looking at the time, we're going to do this once again in groupings of 3. So, let's have a look. Audience, I asked you for suggestions of characters from fictional people from history, plus unusual things for them to be doing. Our performers are going to do impressions. Wob Wob Rob just gave us a love heart on Twitch, so that's very nice of you, Wob. Let's have a look. First of all, we are going to have JJ, Kristin, and Elkie. JJ, Kristin, and Elkie will be our first round here. And we will say, JJ, you can go first. You are going to be Indiana Jones, and you are a shopaholic. You are Indiana Jones, you are a shopaholic, and here you go.
Oh, wow. I love the mall. There are no rocks or spiders or creepy crawlies or skeletons anywhere. It's so clean. I just love shopping. Oh, look at those shoes. Oh, look at that desert jacket and hat. Oh my God, I could just do that hat so much justice. It's unbelievable. Oh, I wish I wasn't quite so wooden as an actor. Otherwise, I would be able to express my emotions a lot better. I love that hat. I love that hat. I really love that hat. Yeah, I think that's done it. Most people will believe in me now and pay me £4 million for being wooden in a film. Fantastic. Yeah. Oh, look, Egyptology. Oh, no, sorry. It's a Chinese abacus shop. I get very confused because I'm American.
Okay, and well done. We'll stop that one there. Thank you very much. So, next up, we are going to come to Kristin. Kristin, I'm going to give you a character. You are going to be Maleficent, throwing a kiddies party. You are Maleficent. You are throwing a kiddies party. And here you go.
I am so evil. And look at all the people that have come because they like me being evil. Oh, this is great. And I wish I'd seen the movie now. Because really, I don't know what I'm like at all. Maybe these people can tell me. I know I'm evil, and I think I bewitch people. Is that what I do? Excuse me over there. Do you think I bewitch people? Oh, yes, I do. I bewitch people. I'm very mean. I look beautiful, though. I'm very, very beautiful. And,
Okay, well done. Lovely stuff. So that was Kristin. Next up, we're going to have Elkie. Let's find a character for you. You are going to be... let's see. You're going to be Professor McGonagall smooching with Voldemort. You are Professor McGonagall You were smooching with Voldemort. And here you go.
Oh, that's... your saliva. It's a rather interesting vintage, is it not? Oh, but I love it. It's full of magic. Maybe the cat can stay home next time. Oh, get out of here, huh? Wait, you so dumb? What? No, what? No. That was Hagrid. Oh, no way. No. He had a nose. Get the fuck out of here. Come back here, lover boy. Voldemort.
Yeah.
The Vatican Leviosa. Ha ha. I'm lifting your penis.
Okay, on that point, we will stop that one there. So, audience, it is now voting time. Who do you vote for here? Do you vote for Kristin? Was she magnificent as Maleficent? If so, then vote for Kristin or Maleficent in the comments. Do you think that JJ was an indie darling in this? Was he the best independent Indiana Jones we have ever seen? Or do you want to get your tongue into Voldemort with Elkie as McGonagall? Put your votes into the comments and we will find out what you think. Vote lickety-split and we'll find out what our fellow performers thought. Starting with Danny, who do you vote for?
I like what you did there, David. Lickety-split.
Wasn't intended, but I'll take it.
I'll be honest, I was going to vote for JJ, but after that last one, my 5 points goes to Gryffindor with Elkie's performance.
I like that. That was much better than what I came up with. Ruth, who do you vote for?
Well, Elkie's commitment to still stroking a cat. Oh, she stopped now. You see, that's it. She's lost my vote. I'll give it to JJ now.
Oh, okay. Diz, who are you going to stroke?
Engorgio.
Very good. You've definitely said that before, Diz. Right.
I have.
Dave, who do you vote
an online doctor.
Do you know? Hang on, I've got to just interrupt there. That would be brilliant. I could just imagine you set up as an online doctor, and there's some guy, some poor guy, and you're just literally there with your pen. Right. Anyway.
You need magic to get that thing up in the air, son. Magic. You gotta take a spell.
Dave.
I'm afraid I can't vote for Rocky because I don't know McGonagall. I don't know Harry Potter stuff, so I'm not. It's not in my unit. Sorry.
Is it Maggie Smith?
It is.
Maggie Smith. Yeah.
I've not seen the film, so I don't know. Even if it's Maggie Smith, I don't know. So I'm going to go with Kristin.
Okay, and Ashley.
I have to give props for Kristin because the second ha while she was trying to bugger on over through who the hell Maleficent was lovely. Elkie's line, "Your saliva is a fine vintage." £5.
Okay. So let's go over to the comments. Jane says Elkie. Janie says Elkie. Styles Clash says Elkie. Nina says Elkie. Battlecat says Elkie. Max says Elkie. Wob Rob says Elkie was absolute filth. Yes, you were. Sophie J says Elkie. Nancy says Elkie. SoCan Fair 12 says hello. And SoCan Fair also says hello. Another of our interesting D-Live contributors. But Elkie, you win. Oh, hang on. But Regina says Indie JJ. But I like Elkie too. So, Elkie, you win there. Well done. So, next up, we will have... Oh my god, everyone's jumping off the screen again. So, oh gosh, I can't see. We will have Dave, we will have Danny, and we will have Ruth. Dave, Danny, and Ruth will go next. Let's find... Audience continue to put suggestions of characters through. Characters from fiction, people from history. We will have Danny go first. You are going to be... I have no idea who this is. Nina suggests Jacob Rees-Mogg.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He's the politician. He's the one who lied down in.
Oh, yeah.
One with the round glasses.
Yeah.
And the really tall, lanky one.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So, you are Jacob Rees-Mogg complaining about a dodgy tattoo. You are Jacob Rees-Mogg complaining about a dodgy tattoo. Take it away.
Right, members of the House of Parliament, I come before you with a grievance of this shoddy tattoo. I mean, look at it. We spent good taxpayers' money on this thing, and it barely even shows up on the camera. I mean, it's supposed to be, you know, the pound sterling sign, you know, a large one, but they did it in white. I didn't want white. I wanted off cream or gold, but no, they didn't have that. I mean, how are we supposed to run the country if we can't find reliable? You know what? I think we should just cut the budgets for the tattoo parlours around the UK. I mean, if this is a shining, it's not even shining example. It's bland. It's horrid. It's tiny. I'm just going to cover that up. Oh, I think we should also, you know, I have to pay good money to get that removed. I don't think they cover that on the NHS. Oh, hold on. Sorry, we slashed funding on that too. Oh well, whatever. No one's going to notice.
Okay, and well done, Danny. Next up, we're going to have Ruth. You are going to be James Bond at a self-service checkout. You're James Bond, you're at a self-service checkout, and take it away.
They don't really give instructions for this. I will have to use my gadgetry. Come in, Q. Q, come in. What do we do with this this machine that's in front of me here? Is this one of yours? It's not. Well, I'm supposed to pick food up and do it myself? Where's the person who does this for me? Where's the person who does the checking of the prices? And what is this with this world today? I mean, they bomb our MI5 headquarters. They take away the cashiers and give us machinery. It's all getting high tech. It's all getting high tech, Q. And they changed M's gender twice.
Okay, right, so well done there. Well done there, Ruth. Lastly but not leastly, we are going to have Dave. You are Mickey Mouse. You are being unkind to Minnie Mouse. You are Mickey Mouse. You are being unkind to Minnie Mouse. And here you go.
Oh, hi, honey, I'm home. Oh, well, I tell you what, I had a real tough day today, and I'm really looking forward to some great grub. So what do you got for us? Really? Just beans, toast. That's what you cook up for me after I work all day long. Yes. Well, hi, hot dog. I tell you what, we're gonna be talking about this later on. Okay, well, let's heat this up here.
Oh my god.
Lukewarm. I'll tell you what, Minnie, this has gone long enough. Okay, I gotta tell you, I can't take no more of this. I've been on my steamboat all day long, got home to spend a big meal, and this is what I get. I mean, God's sake, I know this is not exactly woke of me, but I'm stuck in the past. Can't you tell that? That's it. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm having an affair with Goofy. He's much better than me.
Okay, and well done there. So, audience, it is once again voting time. So who do we vote for here? Are we going to say order, and vote for Danny as Jacob Rees-Mogg? I literally had to look that up again. Are we going to say MICKEYPRIC prick and vote for Dave? Or are we going to wait in the queue at the supermarket for Ruth as James Bond? put your votes into the comments now. Either James Bond, Ruth, Mog as Danny as Mog, I should say. I can't remember the guy's name. Jacob. Or are you going to vote for Mickey Mouse, played by... That is a Mog, isn't it? How about that? Something like that. Okay, or are you going to vote for Dave as Mickey Mouse? JJ apologises. He's got sonic diarrhea, so he's had to shoot. I believe he said he's got the runs, right? Oh, no, sorry. He said he's got to run. I do apologise. So it may or may not be sonic diarrhea. We'll bring you the update on it at some point. Elkie. Sorry?
There's a golden ring involved.
Okay. Elkie, who do you vote for? Elkie? Yes, please.
Oh, sorry. I was laughing at that last statement. I gotta give it the day for the goofy twist.
Ah, okay. And Diz, who do you vote for?
Yeah, I have to give it to Dave for the Mickey Mouse. That was quite compelling. A little slice of life in their domestics there.
Okay, and Kristin.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with Mickey Mouse. I quite like the lukewarm.
Yeah, that was really good, yeah.
Okay, and Ashley, the expert opinion.
Yes, all lovely. My mind took the scene of Mickey Mouse a lot darker, but Mickey Mouse voice was spot on.
Okay, let's have a look. We've got a vote for Dave, another vote for Dave, a vote for Ruth, another vote for Dave, another vote for Ruth, a vote for Dave, another vote for Dave. We're getting some fun on D-Live again with lots of Turkish flag gifs being posted. Yeah. Let's have a look. Any other votes coming in? Another one for Dave. So Dave, Ruth. How many Ruths have we got? 1, 2. Okay, Dave, you have won. Well done. So, I'm still left to go. Who hasn't had a go? Ashley and Diz. David, Ashley and Diz. I will go first. Fellow performers, can you suggest someone for me, please?
Anne Widdecombe.
Anne Widdecombe. Jesus. Doing what?
DIY.
Doing DIY. Okay. And here I go.
Okay, look, we're going to do this properly. We're going to sit around and we're going to discuss all of the options that we could possibly do for sorting out everything with this maintenance. I think it's going to take at least 5 years planning, so at least the second election in there. I should imagine I should have been the second female prime minister of this country, but nobody, everyone was like misogynistic, chauvinistic, holistic pricks out there. Yes, probably. If you want a hammer in the hand, I would give down the hammer of the law, and I should probably go on Strictly Come Dancing at some point too. Hello!
That's what I've got. Okay, next up, let's have... Oh, where's everyone gone? Ashley, you can go next. Let's find a character for you. You are going to be... You are Tarzan. You visit Iceland. You are Tarzan. You visit Iceland. Interpret as you will, and here you go.
Prawn ring, £1. On tails. 5p for carrier bag. Okay, I look in my loincloth. I only found small change. Greg's, me Tarzan, you baked bean sausage pasty.
Okay, well done. Oh, well done. Excellent stuff there. So that brings us
Just realised I could have done the country. Immediately went for...
No, fair enough. Okay, Diz, you will go next. You are going to be Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You're Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And I'm just going to check in. Sorry?
Somebody went, ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, fine.
You are going to be football sticker collecting. Now, I'm actually going to ask you a question. Do you have sticker books in America? Because I know you have baseball cards. Do you have sticker books?
I collected stickers as a child, the comic book stickers.
There you go. So you know what it means. But this is about football, so you can interpret it as American or British or actual football, if you like. So, take it away, The Rock.
Look at you. Oh, yeah, Ronaldo. Oh, my God. Oh, that back is so tacky. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna take that off and put you right on my chest. Oh, yeah, you like being there on the Rock's chest. Yeah, okay, yeah. Ooh, the little guy. The little guy whose name I suddenly can't remember, who runs like a chicken when he's chasing the ball. He does this a lot. That guy starts with an M. Oh, yeah. Marcier. No, hell, that's not it. Oh, I'm an American. I don't know footballers.
Maradona.
Maradona. Oh, hand of God. Oh, yes. A special hand of God sticker. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Everybody was talking about this, how they won the game, and he was blatantly cheating, but nobody called him on it because he's batshit crazy. Yeah. Yeah. He knifed some people down in Brazil. Yeah. Now he's a coach. I know some football. Yeah. Don't judge me.
Okay, and well done there, Diz.
No, so sticky. Put it over my camera. There we go.
It is now, once again, voting time. Audience, we still may need a few more suggestions of characters. So do put suggestions of well-known characters from fiction, people from history, plus unusual things for them to do, because we'll have 3 more that we need for a finale. But the question is, who do you vote for then? Can you smell what Diz is cooking? If so, then vote for Diz, who just bought the XFL, apparently. Also, vote for Ashley. If you want to swing along and vote for him, just type Tarzan into the comment section. And if you want to vote for me as Anne Widdecombe, then think up a better pun than I wasn't able to just then. So vote for David or Anne Widdecombe. Danny, what would your pun about Anne Widdecombe have been?
Well, we're going to come to that conclusion later, to be honest, but I'm going to give my vote to you, actually, because I think, although Ashley, very good runner-up, very good performance, nothing wrong with Diz's either, just to clarify, but I think Dave's got the right sort of posture for Anne there. So.
Okay. Ashley, did you have a pun for us?
Like with Anton Jabak, has he wiped the floor with the competition?
Ah, I like it. I like it. Elkie, who would you vote for?
Okay, so I don't know who you were portraying, David, but the commitment was lovely. Diz, you missed so many opportunities for the people's eyebrow. I can't give it to you. So I had to go to Ashley's gorilla-inspired Tarzan.
Okay, Kristin, who would you vote for?
So I I know that Ashley was Tarzan, but I don't know what he was supposed to be doing because I missed that bit. But I missed the end of it, so I didn't even know what he was supposed to be doing, but he sold me.
Okie dokie. Dave.
So Diz, I was the one who went ooh when you got Dwayne Johnson elected to you, and I was not disappointed. It was a very good. I like more conversational rock than catchphrase rock, which was quite nice to hear.
Conversational rock.
Yeah. Well, that sort of thing. So I was doing all that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what he sort of does. But it is very strong. Ashley's strong as usual. But I do have to give to the visual of the Anne Widdecombe impression.
Okay. So Ruth, who would you vote for?
Yeah, I agree. It was that commitment and the giving it. It was a good weighty impression.
It's just like she's affected by more gravity than everyone else. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, she is.
And is that everyone we've asked? Let's go over to the comments then. So, let's see what we've got. Max says Diz. Sophie says Diz. Jane says Diz. Nina says Ashley. Janie says David. Oh, that's another character there. Another character. Wob Wob Rob says, Ashley, you weirdo. Let's have a look. Alec Trode says Diz. Battlecat says Diz. Styles Clash says David. Sophie J says Day. That was the last round. So I think Diz, you have gone through. Well done. So we have 3 people left. Let me just quickly refresh my email, see if we're about to be invaded on this show. Doesn't look like it. We'll see what happens in any minute now. If we get some. Oh, hang on. Someone is joining us. I'm going to welcome them in. They can watch this last round, and then we will move on. So. Hello there, Jake. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Good, good. So, Jake, you have just walked into the middle of our ending of the show. Are you okay to give us 5 minutes to wrap this up?
Yeah,
You can stay. We'll appreciate your feedback.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay, so we're doing impressions. We've got 3 more impressions, and then we will decide who the winner is. But Jake, everyone, is a member of Screenplay, and later in the month in the festival, they're going to be doing the improvised play for us. So say hello to Jake, everyone.
Hi.
Okay, so who are our 3 winners? Dave, Diz, and Elkie. Dave, Diz, and Elkie. Jake, you can help us out here, actually. Oh, Alex is coming in as well. So, oh god, we're going to keep having this, aren't we? So, one second. Jake, could you suggest a character from fiction for us, please?
Character from fiction. I'm thinking, all I can think about is Harry Potter right now.
Well, that would be perfect for Dave.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. So, let's say Elkie. No, you and McGonagall, actually. Diz, you are going to be Harry Potter. Hello, Alex.
Hello.
We're just wrapping the end of the show. We'll be with you in a couple of minutes, but feel free to stay there because you can help us. Can you tell us, Alex, in fact, could you give us a suggestion? Something unusual for Harry Potter to be doing?
Something unusual for the Potter boy to be doing. Let's think. He is trying to train animals in the circus.
Okay, Diz, you are Harry Potter. You are trying to train animals in the circus. This is an impression. Take it away.
Gosh, I wish I'd never left the Ministry of Magic. Oh my God. Oh, the dog. Oh, the smell. Levioso, get it out of here. Oh God. Oh, all right. Let's calm down, Potter. Calm down, old boy. You're 35 years old. You've defeated Voldemort. Surely you can deal with some elephant piss. Oh, God. Why did Ginny leave me? Why? Oh, God. Oh, and little Tom. I just want to go back to Hagrid and live with him in the cabin. I should have taken him up on that offer all those years ago. He would have known how to train these animals. He would have known. If only our love wasn't forbidden.
Okay, and on that note, thank you so much there, Diz. Excellent stuff. Dave, you will go next. You are going to be Cinderella, and you are a feminist. You are Cinderella, you are a feminist, and here you go.
Oh, scrub up all out of the house around here. Oh, my sisters, honestly. And my evil stepmother. Oh, it's such a bad time, boys and girls, I tell you this much. But I tell you this much, though. At least it's girls running this house. Yes, my stepmother, my sisters, I don't even like, but me scrubbing this house, making it myself, and making this house a livable place for anyone to live in. And I tell you what, that is what we do. That's because we are women. We will get there and we will get the job done. That's right. And I'll tell you what, there's this prince going around trying to find this shoe, this slipper that I was at last night. Well, I was wearing last night at the ball. Well, it's for me. It is for me. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to come here, and I'm going to say, get out of my face. I don't need you. Girls run this house. Girls run this house.
Okay, thank you so much, Dave. So, lastly, Elkie. Elkie, you will go last. Let's just find a character for you. You are... I quite like this one. I think it was a mistake in the typing, but you can interpret it. You are Pikachu. And I think it's meant to say doing his taxes, but it says doping his taxes. You are Pikachu, you are doping your taxes. And here you go.
these numbers. Crunch time. I don't know what to do. I know. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see numbers everywhere. Oh, hey, can't catch me.
Okay, and well done. Excellent stuff. So, audience, it is for the last time to find out who is tonight's Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. It is now voting time. Please put in the comments who you vote for. Either do you choose Elkie as Pikachu? Then if so, then put Elkie. Do you choose the boy who lived, Diz? If so, then put Harry Potter or Diz. Or do you choose Dave as the feminist Cinderella? Try a shoe on Dave and you may have... I don't know where I'm going with this. So, vote Dave, Diz or Elkie. Put the votes into the comments. Lickety split. Let's quickly ask everyone who they would vote for. Jake, you watched that. Who do you think did the best?
I like the feminist Cinderella.
You like the feminist Cinderella? Alex, we'll also ask you if you have a clue what's going on.
I was laughing at Diz's impression of Harry Potter.
Okay, fantastic. Danny, who would you vote for?
All three are good, but I think I'm going to give this one to Dave.
Okay, Ruth?
Oh, I love Elkie's. Yeah, I'm just Elkie.
Okay, Kristin?
I was gonna go with Dave, but then Elkie just like spaced off because she was drugged, and I just loved that bit, so it's gonna be Elkie.
Okay, and Ashley?
I loved all three. Seeing Pikachu smashed off his nut is my favourite thing. And also, Dave, I kind of wanted Buttons to tell Cinderella to smile. But I've got to say, Diz is Harry Potter going through a midlife crisis, like Harry Potter and the Chamber of Divorce. Kind of won it for me.
Okay, fantastic. Let's head over to the comments to find out who is today's champion. So, Wob Wob Rob on Twitch says Elkie. Nina says Dave. Sophie J says Elkie. Max says Dave, so it's 2 apiece. Jane says Diz. Alec Trode says Diz, tying things up 2 apiece all round. Janie says Elkie. Styles Clash says Elkie. Battlecat says Selkie, but I think that's meant to say Elkie. Let's see, anyone else voting? We're going to give a 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3.
My time turner.
Maggie O'Neill, who will be performing in the tournament next week, says Dave. 3. Hello, Maggie. 2. She's also doing some stand-up for us later in the month. 1. And that's it. So, Elkie, you win. You are today's Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. So you get to have the championship belt just below you on the screen. So, whoops, I've completely lost it on the screen. There you go. You are today's champion. And I want to thank everyone. So everyone stick around, and I want to thank Jake and Alec just for coming in, because we're 8 minutes over here. So if you give us 2 more minutes just to wrap this up, we will. Oh, the belt has moved. We will do this properly. Okay, so I need to switch that belt off. There we go. So let's find out where you can find all of our performers. If anyone's got anything they want to say into the comments, then do so. In a moment, we are going to have the interview podcast style with Alex and Jake from Screenplay. But for now, Diz, where can the people find you?
Improv Chattanooga is coming back this Friday night with new shows. We're going to be doing movies. It's going to be Friday night movie night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You give us the genre and the title of a movie. We make up a movie on the spot. And I'm doing classes for people who hate online improv, for improvisers who hate improv online. If you haven't been able to get into improv online, sign up. It's pay what you want, and it's a lot of fun. I'll help you get comfortable with Zoom and doing improv online. ImprovChattanooga.com.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Diz. Dave, where can everyone find you?
You can find me personally at Twitter at Greeno or at _Anthony_Green. Sorry about the weird virtual background. David Anthony Green, just generally on online, and also you can find hopefully at some point in the next few months, myself and Ashley are doing the South End 24-hour Improvathon, and you can follow the events with that. You search South End 24-hour Improvathon on Facebook, and on Twitter and Instagram, I believe it is at 24-hour. Sorry. South End 24thon. I'll double check that.
That's it.
Okay, brilliant. Ashley, where can everyone find you?
Hello there. You can find me usually waking up hungover with various chicken wings in my bed. However, if I'm not doing that, then I'm usually walking around the streets. I'm on Facebook as Ashley Edwards, don't have a specialist account, but I will also be doing South End 24-hour Improvathon. I'll also be doing the Extreme Improv World Championship with Elkie as well as Ashkey. And if you just see a random man walking around with various things in his own house, that's me.
A man walking around with various things in his own house?
Yeah.
Just checking.
You
Ruth.
You heard what I said.
Yep. Where can people find you, Ruth?
Oh, you can find me on Twitter at Ruth Curtis Acts. I will be doing the matinee tomorrow, the Improv Extreme Improv tomorrow at 12 o'clock. And I am taking part in the championship next week. Is it all the week?
Yes,
I
it
can't
is.
remember.
It is next week.
Sometime soon.
Okie dokie. Kristin, where can people find you?
So this is my reminder every time that I need to create a snazzy background. It's very hard to find me, so I'm on Twitter under @Chpru, which is CHPRU, or on Instagram under weird, because I'm weird, _music lover, because it was done in the 90s. But yeah.
Okie dokie. And then Danny, and then we'll have one more after. Don't worry, Diz, we're going to you. Right.
No,
we've done you. Oh, I thought you were like me.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
I was giving her a thumbs up.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Okay, so I don't have any public social media, but I am here tomorrow for the matinee show. Also doing the Monday opening bracket 7 p.m. for the Extreme World Champion. But outside of that, on Sunday, if you go to this guy's YouTube channel, Donovan TPS, I am going to be doing my first long-form show as a guest. And also on the 21st of August, on my Portsmouth Liverpool Experience group can be found on here, collaborating with the Comedy Lab. And also Wednesday the 19th, my Portsmouth Liverpool Experience group is going to be performing 8 p.m. Part of the Extreme.
Okie dokie. I will do my wrap up later because I'm going to be staying here with the guys from Screenplay. But lastly, our champion of the day, Elkie. Where can everyone find you?
You can find me. You see below it has @Elkie TV. I'm at all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Also, Ashkey will be performing. Will be the opener for the August 13th quarterfinal next Thursday. And I am teaching a character workshop, part of the festival, on August 28th.
Excellent. Thank you very much. So if anyone wants to find the information about any of the workshops, any of the shows, Diz is also doing a workshop for us during the month. Don't worry, Diz, we'll get all of the plugs in. We've got plenty of time. Find out at www.extremeimprov.co.uk/workshops. And on that website, there'll be all of the information about the festival, the tournament, and these guys that we're about to talk to, Screenplay. So they've been super, super patient. So I will release everyone else here. Diz, Dave, Danny, Kristin, Elkie, our champion of the night, Ashley and Ruth. Thank you, JJ, as well. You can all get on with your evenings. We will see you all very soon.
Thank you, David. And David, can I just say that you're really growing on me?
Sorry, what?
You're really growing on me.
Oh, thank you. There's some ointment for that, so it's all good. Don't worry.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Right. Okay. Oh, and we have one more Jesse joining us as well. What a treat. Right. Bye, everyone. Bye, Dave. Bye, Danny. Bye, Ashley. Bye, Elkie. Hello, Alex. Hello, Jake. You've been ever so patient. I do apologise.
Thank you. No problem.
Improvisers, you can't expect us to give up any moment of stage time possible, can you?
Of course not. No.
Okay, let's just say, so Jesse is also joining us. I thought there was a trio of you, so Jesse will be with us momentarily. So we will do a, hang on, let me just switch off the participants thing. I will do a proper introduction. Everyone who's watching, we're going to have some fun talking improv. We're going to learn all about screenplay and their projects, including the improvised play, which they'll be performing for us later this month. And here comes Jesse. Oh, it's the exciting part of a Zoom call. There we go.
There we go. We're all
Hello. Guys, I love that you've got like the handheld mics going. That is very cool.
Alec
bought them for us. He's our podcast sugar daddy, I guess.
Sugar. I like Jesse. I like your. That's a great introduction. Within like 3 words, you're onto sugar daddy. Okay, so everyone. So I'm gonna have. So tomorrow, the interesting thing is I'm going to have to take this show and I'm going to have to cut this bit out of it and then make it its own podcast. So if anyone doesn't understand why this has started hectic, if they're listening to it or watching it later, it's because we just wrapped up a live show. We're a tiny bit overrun, so there was a little bit of a crossover there. But welcome to the Extreme Improv Podcast Chat Show Edition. My name is David Postansky, and I'm joined by Jake, Alex, and Jesse from Screenplay. How are you doing, guys?
What's up? I'm
doing
Alec.
pretty good. Thank you for having us.
No, it's absolute pleasure. So you're going to be joining us as part of the Extreme Improv Extreme World Championship Festival 2020. And that's going to be very exciting. Where are you guys in the world right now?
All 3 of us live in Michigan, the United States.
America, yep.
America, amazing.
Accents.
Thanks
Do
for
you need 3
clarifying.
explanations of where America is?
Where is America? Let's discuss. Okay.
Yeah, we're in 3 different parts of the state right now, so we're all away from each other.
Oh dear. How are you keeping during these COVID times, lockdown and everything?
I'm doing all right. I'm lucky enough to have a job still during all of this, and I'm able to talk to these guys every now and then and keep doing the improv things that we do.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone else, Jesse?
Yeah, you know what? I'm also still working a job, and then I'm coming home. It's kind of like an endless cycle of leaving to go to work and then coming home because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm holding in there. I'm sort of a homebody anyway. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jake, you doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I was doing nothing because my internship got canceled that I had, and then I got another internship that was online. So now it's like I'm doing something with my time.
Amazing.
So it's exciting.
Yeah. Okay. So how did you all meet? And tell us a little bit about the origin of Screenplay. How long you been doing this thing?
Right. So the 3 of us met doing college improv. The 3 of us, we met at Michigan State University. And the thing is, like, Jesse and I were both 23. We just graduated this past year.
Wow, you're gonna dox me all of a sudden?
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna put everything on the table.
All right.
Do it.
And then good little Jakey boy, he's 21.
21.
Wow.
The young end of the group.
So we met doing college improv, our group at Michigan State. Jesse and I met our freshman year, doing some sketch comedy stuff on campus. And then I joined the improv team first, and then I made Jesse come with me as we were doing our sketch comedy stuff because I knew he'd be really funny for it. And then 2 years later, Jake came and joined us.
And changed everything.
He did. It was funny. We casted him in our sketch show first, and that's kind of really how we gotten to know him. But now he's one of the most valuable people of our little friend group.
Aww.
So when you say one of the most valuable, do you mean of the 3 of you? Because
I mean, honestly,
when you say one of
Jake
the most valuable of 3, I mean, is he ranked 3? This could create chaos.
Honestly, I'll say it. If Jake was just like, hey guys, I can't do the podcast today, just let it be you and Jesse, I'd be like, oh god, I don't know if we can do that.
Jesse, it sounds like you're getting thrown under the bus.
That
there
hurts me a lot.
Yeah.
No, Jake
I
is.
appreciate it.
I think the three of us together, doing improv but also just hanging out and living life. Like we're on a spectrum that is always chaotic, but it's like if Alec is our chaotic good, I am our chaotic neutral, and Jake is our very chaotic evil. So
it's like we all play well with each other,
right?
You know,
it's very wacky. Is what Jake brings to the table, and I think that's what Alec means by he's so valuable.
Yeah.
Because a show of just me and Alec would ultimately be
just
way more
super
subtle.
Serious. Just super serious.
It'd be predictable. You want
Ouch. Okay, that's not what I mean.
Wow, guys, you're really selling yourselves short here, aren't you?
No.
I mean,
like,
they're
well, if it
boosting
was
me
just
up,
the two
so
of
I'm
us, it would be
happy.
ordinary.
I'm having a blast right now.
But moving on from all of that.
Yes. So the start of the podcast. So Alec and Jesse, they were actually living together. My
sophomore year.
And
Our
the thing about me
senior
is
year.
Yeah, their senior year. And I would always just kind of be in their apartment like all the time. And so one of the times I was in the apartment and we were just all sitting around and I was just like, what if we just made up a movie right now? And they're like, okay. So then from start to finish, we did a movie and Vin Diesel was in it and it was about a zombie apocalypse and it ended up being like 3.5 or 4 hours long.
Yeah, it was super long compared to what we do now.
The funny thing is like we were doing it for nobody. It was just us and like my girlfriend was hanging out with us, so the three of us were just writing a movie together for no one but ourselves.
You know?
Yeah, no,
To
absolutely.
make ourselves laugh.
Okay.
And I don't know whose idea it was to turn it into some sort of actual show where maybe someone will listen to us. Probably Alec. He's very marketable.
It was me.
Very, yeah.
Okay, so how long ago? So how long ago was this? You said about like ages and things. So how long have you been doing it?
So this original first time happened in March of 2019, so last year, and it took us pretty much exactly a year to finally get the podcast off the ground. So we've been making episodes every other week since March.
Yeah. And okay, so what are some of the highlight episodes? What some of the stories? Do you do impressions in it? Are we going to hear your best Vin Diesel? Someone?
No, God, I hope
the
not.
thing is, we don't. When we were first making it, we would like cast actors in it, but we don't do that anymore. We just do like straight dialogue. We embody the characters though, so it's pretty much just like a long form. But we talk and we every now and then we'll say what the action is going on.
Like the stage direction, sort of.
Yeah, it'll be stage direction.
So literally a screenplay.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, suddenly it makes sense.
Yes, there you go.
I definitely think like standout episodes. What do you guys think? Episode
the first
3.
one.
The first one is good. Jake really likes the first one. I really like the third one where we went through a nice adventure through like a bureaucratic hell.
I think you're. So
that's the fourth one.
Is that the fourth one? It doesn't matter. They don't
doesn't
need to have
matter.
numbers.
The numbers.
Probably my favorite episode is episode 9.
Yeah.
It's the one that we've done the most recently it's one of the ones that we did recently in person, because episodes 3 through 8 we've had to do over Zoom. But episode 9 was the first one we were able to do back in person together. And it was kind of like an escape room, like Saw-esque movie where there was like 4 groups of people who were trying to escape from like this mansion that they got invited to, and the characters that we came up with were ridiculous, where there was like demon twins who like would talk at the same time together. There was just like a bowling team that got invited, and then there was a bunch of frat guys that came as well, and then one of the groups was just one guy who was just like a demon who would just who we would just cut to, and he'd just be like doing something crazy to the camera.
Sounds very cool, very cool. So, okay, so is this spanned...
Don't patronize this, David.
No, do you know what? Right, no, I like the idea. I always liked the Saw movies. When you say like an escape room, Saw, and stuff like this, I was about to ask.
Right.
What? So what genres has it? Does it span every genre?
It's a good question.
Yeah. So what we do is, in order to get us started, we do like usually like a 10-minute discussion at the very start of the podcast about a movie or TV show one of us has seen recently, and then we go off of that. So we've done stuff like one of the movies we talked about was The Little Mermaid. So we've done like.
Okay, who watched The Little Mermaid recently?
Me.
Excellent.
Great movie.
No, yeah, and ideally we want to branch out and do all sort of different genres, but because, we're nerdy 20-somethings, most of it's like sci-fi.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a lot of crazy horror movies, which is fine.
Okay, so
but, I think we're gonna have to branch out and watch some rom-coms eventually.
Well, no. Do you know what? Like sci-fi and stuff like this. Let's talk a little bit about movies, influences, because it'll give us a sense, a flavour of what inspires you and stuff like this. So you like sci-fi? What's some of your favourites?
I like Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars fan.
It's a good.
It used to be maybe.
Indie film Star Wars.
That little indie film Star Wars. I think
I've heard of it.
For me personally, I really enjoy sort of like post-apocalyptic, whatever
Mad
genre
Max?
stuff. I think I'm not so much like the end of the world zombies kind of garbage, but like sort of like Children of Men, where it's like society's still functioning, but kind of very poorly. Because I think that's how the world is going to end.
Great. We've got that to look forward to.
That's my kind of thing.
Yeah, no, absolutely brilliant. Alex?
I love me some superhero movies. Love the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We recently did kind of a superhero-esque movie where we did it on the Disney movie Sky High. So it was like a superhero high school movie.
Has that got Kurt Russell in it?
Yes, it does.
I think I've seen it a few years ago.
Yeah, the three of us watched it all together, and it was a good time. And then we did an episode about it. So I love some superhero movies, but I don't know. I'm more of a TV show guy. I try to get the TV show angle on the show a bit. So like I watch a lot of animated shows. That's why I watched Little Mermaid for us, and yeah, that's what I'm mostly into.
Okay, so like where do you see this show going, or do you guys actually think you're going to? Would you work together on a screenplay to actually produce a film?
I mean, if it comes to it, if we suddenly have like a really good idea, I'd be all for it. I'd do anything with these two guys. But like there's nothing really in the works. We're kind of just having fun. I made us do this podcast so I could continue doing improv with these two guys.
That's very cool. You seem like you've got like a good bond, and one of the great things like with modern technology, Zoom, and the fact that we can do like podcasts, it's like during this time, the pandemic and everything, it means that we can keep going. How has this been? Because obviously, if it's more of a podcast, one of the things, like obviously with Extreme Improv, as you guys came in at the end of our show just now, we've had to completely adapt and change our style so that we get some version of what we'd do on a stage to be able to work over Zoom and work mostly where it'll be audio and stuff like this. But if you guys are doing a podcast, has it been mostly business as usual?
I'd say for the most part. I think first starting to do these sort of online Zoomy podcast, we've had to sort of adapt to the idea that we're not all in the same room together, and I think that really makes I think reading each other's facial expressions a little bit harder. And I know I personally, so where I live in Grand Rapids, Michigan, I'm part of a theater here that does improv, and we've been doing some online Zoom stuff. But the hardest problem with that is like the way I heard it put to me was, I don't know how close you are to me. Like, literally, I don't know how close you're standing to me, and I think a lot of that really influences what I think of a scene, basically. So I think we've had to sort of get over the clunkiness of like, all right, okay, you are this and I am this, and we kind of and we get away with it a little bit more with screenplay because we get to write our own stage directions and stuff, so that I think informs it a little bit easier. But I think doing like, it's definitely not the way we would do sort of a live show, I don't think.
Okay, so have you done screenplay? Sorry, you may have already answered this. Have you done it as like a live show in front of people? Is that the plan? Is that in the works?
I'd say eventually we'd want to.
Yeah. So I think that really depends on how big our podcast gets. But yeah,
to answer your question,
go
we
ahead.
we have not done it in front of a live audience at all yet. It's just been us three.
Okay, and so we'll definitely get all of the plugs and things in later, but where can people find it? What platforms are you on? And let's talk a little bit about some of the logistics of producing a podcast and, you know, stuff like that.
All right, that's all me. So
that's Alex's domain over there.
Yeah, I'm the main producer guy of this whole thing. I keep this show running. So we're on YouTube. We make video podcasts of everything. We record the Zoom podcast. Episodes 9 and 10 we filmed in person on a camera, which was great. So we're on YouTube as Screenplay Podcast. If you look up Screenplay Podcast, you'll find us. And then we are on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Stitcher. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on pretty much all of the main good, big podcast services around the globe. You can look us up as Screenplay, the improvised movie. So in order to keep this, the producing thing going, what we do is that the three of us, we each record our individual tracks with our mics, and then those two send it over to me. I edit it together. Yeah, it's a long podcast, especially when we only do it like 3 days before the episode has to come out.
Yeah,
those are. That's kind of been the theme for these past couple of.
I will share something with you just because I've had like a similar experience. Before Zoom and everything, I had any awareness of this. Like a year ago, I had no awareness of Zoom and the idea like this. But I had been doing the Extreme Improv podcast, and I first started trying to do it in 2016, and then I found I had to do a lot of editing. Even though it was improv, there was loads of bits that I had to edit, which I'll mention in a moment. But then I sort of tried again in 2018, and it was the same thing. And it was taking ages to actually find the motivation and think when I sit down and edit it, then getting it all put together. I ended up deciding that, right, whatever happens. It's the only way I personally am going to be able to get a podcast out there, just because like how on the show tonight, sometimes we'll have people that we haven't worked with often, or perhaps don't know the format of something. I would get people usually in the same room and I'd say, all right, we're going to play this game now, and I'd explain it. And then we'd play it, it would go great. But then when I come to the edit, I'd have to cut out all of the bits where I'm saying this is the game and stuff like this. And I've just found that so time consuming that literally in the end I just went like, I'll explain the game. If you don't understand it, I'll explain it again, and then we'll see what happens, and whatever happens, happens. Just because the editing can take so long. So I can't imagine giving myself 3 days to edit 3 people's tracks together. And I don't know if you like put in room sound and music or anything, sound effects.
What we like to do is we effectively pimp Alec out, and we'll like, when recording, we'll just be like, Alec, you're going to put an explosion here, and then he'll have to do it because we're mean. And Jake and I have no skill to edit at all. So every time it's like, Alec, I sent you my audio. Sorry, I can't do it.
Have fun.
So
thank you for buying us microphones.
But so Alec, do you like the editing process? That there must be some part, like deep down, you have some sick pleasure from the pains of editing.
I do. On like the surface, like it sucks because it feels like every single episode something goes wrong with the edit, whether it be just the actual just the MP3 that's going to go up on podcast services, or if it's the video. The video is a bitch. The video is like always the main reason. But it there's always like a part deep down inside of me that's like, I know that once I get this up, it's going to feel good. Because right now, during all this COVID stuff, it's just nice to be able to be making things and putting something out there and being creative. Just to have like some sort of outlet that I can be doing is nice. But yeah, when I'm actually like at the edit, when I'm at my computer trying to edit this, I'm just like, for the most part, I'm like, why? Like it's either like one of these guys forgot to record with their laptop mic instead of their actual mic. Somebody's mic was too low and now I have to bump it up like every single moment. It's always something. But deep down, I do like it.
Okay, let me just ask you one thing. You mentioned about the video. So, like, as we're on Zoom at the moment, I can see all four of us on screen. When you say you edit the video, do you just have one person on screen at a time, or do you have multiple? Because if you're editing, doesn't everyone have to get the timing spot on?
So we just have it up where it's the gallery view, so all three of us are on at the same time.
But if you've recorded it individually, doesn't someone leave like too long a pause or not enough pause in between lines or something?
I don't know. I haven't really encountered that problem, fortunately.
Wow.
So
that's amazing.
The Zoom recordings have been fine, and especially
Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood. But like sometimes I'll try to like put the edited podcast MP3 over the video, and it just won't take it because it'll just be like just slightly out of sync where I can't get the video to sync with the good podcast audio, so I have to use like the video's audio, which doesn't sound terrible because we're using our good mics, but like it's just like slightly where I'm just like, gosh,
yeah,
dang it.
No, I feel that
could be
pain.
a little bit better.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about like the performing of it. What's been like some of the funny anecdotes or like the worst things that have happened or the most surprising things that happened during a recording?
So our first time recording, Alec broke a chair halfway through, and we had to pause the recording, and we had to put the chair out in the hallway, and we're like, oh my god, the chair's broken. Like what do we do, you know? Yeah. And I was living in the dorm room at the time, so I was really worried that, like I get like fined or something, like that boy broke the chair, we're giving charge. But we figured it out. The chair is fine now. And but we've had some like funny.
Yeah,
What do you mean, like a folding chair, like a traditional improv kind?
Like a crappy little.
So not
dorm
like a
room
Game
chair
of
that you could just,
Thrones sort
stuff
of
in the corner. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, so the thing I love about our format is that we have so much power just to like throw three of us into these three characters we've created, and then we get to do this crazy off the wall dialogue. I remember in one of our episodes we played a three-headed clown at one point.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And we ended up having a scene where the clown just talked to itself, like the three heads, and it went on for so long because it was so stupid and so fun to do. And we get to a point where we get off-railed from our plot sometimes.
Yeah.
Because the clown is talking about its future aspirations or kissing. The heads were kissing at one point.
That's a Jake move.
Yeah. Guys, that reminds me. Did you ever see that episode of Family Guy where they go to a parallel dimension where like everyone has two heads, and I think there's like two Stewies just making out with each other?
Yeah.
Yep, fired by the bat.
Well, if it's got a clown with 3 heads, it's one man
They might as well
threesome.
kiss.
There you go.
I think there's always good time for like a good inappropriate kiss between characters. I think.
Yeah.
That should be the quote that goes with.
There was one point when Jake and I were performing in college together. It was one of my last shows before graduation. And I was telling Jake backstage that if I had any opportunity to kiss him in any rest of the show, I was going to do it. And I never got the opportunity, but we came so close.
We came really close.
We came so close.
Like we were like
kissing
holding
each other
hands
because
and, like.
Yeah, guys, sorry, I'm just going to interrupt you briefly. I was really enjoying your story. I just literally had a spider land on me. That has never happened during a podcast before.
That's terrifying.
It was, and I don't know if you get them like this in the States. It was like one of these spiders that's got like a minute body, and then its legs are like hairs, but they just go on forever.
Oh, yeah.
And I looked down, it was just like this near my face. I was honestly like Little Miss Muffet. If you know the nursery rhyme.
Be careful.
That's never happened in a live show before. I apologise. And the thing is, the spider's safe. It got away, but it's in here with me now.
Oh boy, look out.
Okay.
At some point it's coming back.
I do apologise. That story sounded great. Is it? Can we pick it back up?
All the listeners heard it.
I apologise, guys.
No, yeah. No, the three of us we've been doing improv for what, at least 4 years together. Yeah, we've had the craziest times, and I think that gets really concentrated when we do this show, and even more so when we're actually together.
Yeah.
So it's wild. I think
Yeah, so it's like this is like a long form. Have you ever done short form? Do you enjoy doing short form?
Oh yeah, back in college we did. It was like our college team. We would do mostly short form, and then we do like one long form in the middle of the show for like 20 minutes.
Cool.
It was mostly short form games with a big group of us.
What are some of your favourite short form games?
One of my favorites. It's called they're all named differently. Our name for this game was called Dime Store Novel, where there would be an author writing a book, and then there would be 4 people on the back line, and they'd come on and act out the book that the guy was writing. And every now and then the author would come in and like either change the scene completely or just like edit the scene slightly and give them something that they had to do. And I loved playing the author because I love to mess around with the people on stage. But I'd also just love to let them go for a while, and sometimes I'd let them go for too long just to make them sweat out on there. So that was one of my favorite games.
Yeah, Jake, how about you?
Yeah, so one of my favorite games is a classic improv game. We call it Switch Left, but people call it Foursquare.
Oh, hang on 1 second. We're having some fun with the audio.
On.
That's okay.
Your audio is crazy right now.
Yeah, that's
Your audio
amazing.
went a little bit crazy.
Hey, how about this? How about I just go no mic?
Oh, jeez.
And I'm going nude now. No.
We've had spiders. We may as well have nudity.
All right,
yeah. There you go.
So the game is Switch Left, or people call it Foursquare, or
Comedy Cube, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, so it's 4 unique prompts, and the way that we play it is that every time you switch it into the scene, it's a different scene with the same prompt. Some people do the same universe, but we like to switch it up, and I think that really keeps you on your toes, especially when the person who's calling it makes you go back in a lot, or like hey, and then left, and then
That's a great game. Great game. Yeah. Jesse, do you have a favourite?
I got a couple favorites. I think one that I've been doing, I guess I did a lot last year before my own home theater had to close because of the virus. But we did a lot of Sing It. It's a 2-person scene.
And every so often someone goes, sing it.
Yep, sing it, and then you have to sing. Yeah. Oh gosh, that's something new that in college we didn't do very much. Musical improv, but it's a muscle that I have now for some reason that I really enjoy. So I don't know. It's like I've always wanted to be in musicals and stuff.
Have you written a musical in screenplay yet?
No.
Oh, you all said no at the exact same time.
a good idea.
It's gotta come soon.
It's got to cut. If you've done The
horrible.
Little Mermaid, if you've watched The Little Mermaid, it's got to happen sooner or later.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Oh my gosh,
Oh, that's
that would
so
be
fun.
horrible. Alec would have to write music for us.
No, it
Yeah,
would be all a cappella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have to be when we're back in person, I'd say. I
Yeah.
feel like.
But yeah, so I I enjoyed the musical improv. There's a new game that I learned like a couple of months ago. I'm trying to remember what it's called now. We call it at my theater Precious Moments. It's a 2-person scene where at any point, so you're doing a scene, but you're not allowed to look at each other, and then the guy in the booth plays like a music backing track at some point, and then you have to make intense eye contact the whole time. So it's a lot of like going back and forth. It makes scenes very, very, very dramatic, and I think it's so funny. And that's
Yeah.
a new game that I learned.
No, that sounds
So
great.
I really enjoy that. I'm really big into the 2-player games. I don't know what it is. It's just who I am.
There you go. There you go. So, guys,
I do wanna
tell us.
Give,
Sorry, go
I do
ahead.
want to give a quick shout out to another game that
Do
I
it.
really love. It's called Survivor. I was kind of known for it
Yeah,
on
Jeff
a team.
Probst hosts it. You're both
Yeah,
pull out at the end.
Yeah. Come on in, guys. So with Survivor, it's just like
taking a beauty on this. Yeah.
there's 3 people. Shut up. There's 3 people. They do a scene, and then at the end of the scene, the audience would vote out a person from it, and then they'd be dead, and then the other 2 would have to move their bodies in order to continue the scene, and then it would happen again where the audience would vote out one of the other 2, and then there would be one person moving 2 bodies, and as well as continuing to do the scene for themselves and talking for them. And I was always the last one standing, and it got so sweaty, and I would be moving so much, and it was always a fun time.
Sounds it. Fun times. Okay, let's go a little bit on to. So you're going to be doing your show for us later up in the month in the festival. Just tell people out there, give your pitch, your sales pitch of what the show is, what kind of thing to expect. Will it need audience suggestions along the way? How can people get involved? What's to look out for?
That's a great question. I think
It's improv. They don't know yet, guys.
Yeah,
don't
it's
worry.
improv. Yeah, great. I think, in my head, I think we're probably getting like an audience suggestion of like a movie they've seen recently, and hopefully we know what genre it lands in.
Yeah.
And we'll probably go from there and probably just write like our own little short movie. Probably do the same way we do it over Zoom, I would think.
It would just be a short film and not a movie.
Yeah, a short film.
Short film.
Yeah. Just one really long scene.
Yeah. Well, like short films are an actual thing, and there are some amazing short films out there. I love when you get, and you guys may appreciate this, like when you get like a short film which is like an unofficial fan film made on like a sci-fi movie. Like a few years ago, if you've never seen it, there was a amazing short film that was like Alien versus Predator versus Batman, if you ever saw it. Did you ever see this?
Sounds cool.
It was absolutely incredible. I'll have to find it. I'll find a way of sending you the link if I can find it.
I guess I would watch the crap out of that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, and it was like really high production values. It was like Batman and the Joker were there, and then suddenly there was like alien burst out of the Joker. I can't even remember, something like this. So then Batman's fighting an alien, and then at the end he's surrounded by predators, and it's like 5 minutes, and I was like, this needs to be a movie. And
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah. And that's one of the great things about improv, is that you can take an idea like that and you can just make it happen. And just because like the audience, they'll have in their mind's eye, if you announce that you're Batman, someone else that you're Predator, they're like, right, we understand that, and they'll go with it.
It's the beauty.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing too. So I by training, I'm a scientist.
What?
And so it's all yeah.
Okay,
so like sorry guys, not to flex on you, but I know the scientific method.
What kind of scientist?
So I got my bachelor's degree in physiology, and right now I'm getting my master's in public health.
Oh, wow.
During the public health crisis. So.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Jesse's gonna say it.
What's the cure? Tell us the cure.
The cure is to stop going around other people you don't know.
Wear a mask.
Yeah.
But it's always fun. So I get to utilize that knowledge that most people don't have anyway on stage. So I'm always playing a scientist or something stupid like that, and I get to throw in real jargon with fake jargon, and it all sounds real to people.
Okay, can you give us an example of some real combined with fake jargon, and let's see if we can spot anything.
Yeah. So let's talk about we could talk about it in the context of a pandemic, I guess. So when we look at epidemiology curves, we're seeing that the odds ratios of dying as opposed to population over case values. You see that. Turn my mic off. We see that we're getting a lot higher death ratios in those who are pre-existing conditions, immunocompromised, and there's this number called the Leiden-Kugel's number that shows that's like a ratio between number of deaths and number of recovered cases.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of thing.
Okay. So what was that? What was that ratio?
Half of that is. It's not
the Leiden-Kugel's what?
The Leiden. I don't know. It was made up. It wasn't real. Got me there.
Yeah, no, that was fantastic. Well done.
You get to do that kind of stuff, and it always makes you, because people are always like, "Wow, that sounds really smart," and I agree with you.
Do you know? I've often told it's nowhere near the same, but I had to when I was doing an exam and we had to do a written element for drama. You may talk about Stanislavski, the system, and acting, and all this, and Brecht, and all that. I made up some guy called Chappelle, and I can't even remember what his first name was, and I kept referring to the Chappelle technique, and it didn't exist, and I still passed, and I was just like, you can do this.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's I remember. I have a memory in 7th grade where I took it was like a world history quiz in one of my 7th grade classes, and. It was about people of East Asia. So it was what is something these people do daily to, in their lives? And the answer is, the real answer was they go fishing and they create a family dinner or whatever. But I wrote eat and sleep and got full credit for it.
Okay, guys, this is very cool. I'll let you guys get off in a minute, but just a couple more bits before we begin to wrap this up here. It's very interesting. So you're a scientist. Does anyone else have any other cool secret identities that we need to be aware of?
I'm a director at a local TV news station, so I make the news happen on television. So I went into kind of a media industry, and that's why I'm interested in. That's why I'm the guy that's doing all the editing for our podcast, because that stuff interests me and I love doing it.
Amazing. And Jake?
I'm a humanities student, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, but I'm going to be a senior, so I still have a little bit of time, right? Right? I hope so.
Okay. And I suppose just to get to know you guys slightly more, we said that we like Star Wars, we like sci-fi and post-apocalyptic and all this. What else outside of improv or comedy or screenplay writing? What else interests you guys? What else are you into?
I'll say it. A lot of it's just improv.
Yep. It's just that lame.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
No, it's yeah.
Go
ahead, Alec. Go ahead,
Alec.
Alec.
Cool. I said a little bit earlier. I'm really into animation. I'm not an animator myself, but I love watching a lot of just different animation. Just because I feel it's something that I loved back when I was a child, and it's something that can still kind of just bring me back to that childhood feeling. So that's why I watch a lot of animated shows and animated movies.
Okay,
just like-
so what is it that interests you about animation and stuff? Is it like the different styles of cartoons, drawings, or?
It is that I like the different styles. I also I follow a lot of just like seeing where voice actors pop up is really interesting to me. Just like when I can be all like, oh, that guy was in this thing too, and people would be like, what the frick? And I'm just like, yeah, man, that it's crazy.
Can you give us an example?
So one that I just learned last night that blew my gosh darn little mind. If people are familiar with Dante Basco, who plays Prince Zuko in Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Right.
I just found out he had like a small little like couple lines in a Goofy movie from Disney's A Goofy movie. He plays one of the Star Trek nerds in. He's the one. If people are familiar with the Goofy movie, he's the one who goes like, "Hey Stacy, talk to me, baby." When I found that out yesterday, I was like, "What?
Wow.
That's crazy to me."
Blown some mindsets. The only one I can think of that was something that like really surprised me. Well, there's probably a few, but like, so the guy who did the voice of Fred in Scooby-Doo then did the voice, I think, of Nibbler in Futurama. So when you think of like Fred, he's like, "Come on, Velma," or whatever, and then he's in Futurama. He's the creature that goes and like stupid noises. Anyone's just tuned in, and I'm doing that.
That's wild, and I hate that.
Cool, guys. This has been a lot of fun. So, remind me, because my head is so filled with different groups, different dates. Can you guys even remember when are you guesting in our festival?
We are guesting Sunday, August 23rd at 9 p.m. your guys' time. It's 4 p.m. our time.
Fantastic. And so this is, you guys are called Screenplay, and you're going to be doing the improvised play. Where can I know we mentioned earlier, but where can everyone find you? Social media or your podcast or any of this stuff?
Our social media for the podcast is at Screenplay P, the letter P, cast, at Screenplay P cast. That's on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. If you use that, you'll find us. But you can find us also on YouTube, Screenplay Podcast. That's where all the videos go. And then we also got us on any podcast streaming service that you are interested in looking up.
Okay, excellent. Anyone got any like individual social medias or anything like that they want to shout out for?
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Jesse Sarowitz. It's spelled SZAROWICZ because I know you can't spell it.
My name's Pastansky, so I feel you're kind.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
No one ever says it right. No one ever spells it right. So
Jake, go.
Okay, I'll go. I'm at Jake Rubin 69 on Twitter. I tweet lots of funny things. And then I'm at Jake Rubin 27 on Instagram. And I post lots of good pictures.
Okay. So 69 and 27, why these two random numbers?
So 69 was not a random number.
Nice.
Do we need to know further on that one?
No.
Okay.
27, I was born June 27th.
Ah,
So
there you go.
I was
Mystery
like, oh,
solved.
27. It's kind of like my lucky number.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then my social media, I'm at Alec Combs. That's Combs spelled with an E instead of a B. At Alec Combs on Twitter, and then my Instagram. This might blow your mind, David. I'm at Electrode on Twitter or on Instagram because Electrode was in the chat earlier. I was tipping the scales earlier for my boy Diz.
You are. So do you know Diz?
Chat. I cheated.
I was cheating.
I was stuffing the poll box for my boy.
No, okay, that's cool. That's really. So how do you know Diz?
No, in the moment, I'm just like, I'm voting for Diz.
No, do it.
I'm gonna cheat.
Yes.
That did blow my mind. You had infiltrated things early. Do you know what? We've actually got a few comments come through. So first of all, as I mentioned, earlier. So Maggie O'Neill, who will be performing stand-up comedy, and we've got a World Championship Festival, like at the moment, but we've got a World Championship tournament next week, and Maggie O'Neill will be in it. She says she's something of a scientist herself. So there are lots of scientists sneaking about the improv community. Joe Costigan on Facebook says Jake Rubin is a beautiful man. So there you go, Jake. There's some love there.
Jake, is that one of your alt accounts?
Oh, yeah, I'm cheating. Just like how Alec cheated. Yeah,
there you go.
And then someone else says, it's called Slow Niffy on Twitch, says Alec Trode, and they've got like two weird little emojis of hands like around your name, and it says followed. So they've either followed me, but they've probably followed you if they've got your name there.
You gotta follow.
That's my sister.
Well, hello, Alec's sister out there. That's cool. Family supporting you there. Okay, guys, this is great. So my name, because I didn't do my wrap-up at the end of the show there, my name is David Postansky, which, like Jesse you said it, I can't even pronounce it.
Yeah, Sarowitz, yeah.
Sarowitz, there you go.
There you got it.
My name can't be pronounced or spelled correctly either. It's spelled Pustansky. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter. This is the Extreme Improv podcast chat show edition. We've had Screenplay on here. You can find our podcast on all of the major same platforms that you can find Screenplay's podcast on, so Apple and Spotify. We're not on, we might be on Stitcher, but we're on Spreaker, and I don't know if they're like rival things. But either way,
It's British Stitcher.
Oh, it could be. I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
Not a clue. But yeah, you can also watch all of the videos, and you can see all of the live streams that we've got with these guys going to be doing their show in the festival, and so many other wonderful improv groups from around the world performing in the festival, along with Extreme Improv itself. You can find the full schedule of when you can see these guys, our guys, and every other person performing, including Maggie, in the tournament and in the festival at www.extremeimprov.co.uk. So, I'm going to say thank you so much, guys, and I will end the stream there. But it's been a pleasure to have you on. It'd be cool to have you on at a later date, when the world gets back up to normal, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be sweet.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
No, it's a pleasure. I'm going to wrap things there. So